Hello, Chattingtons. Hi, Chattingtons. What is up? I don't think anyone's here yet, but, well, let me just start off by checking everything. I haven't watched the trailer, actually. Did you guys know? I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to watch it on stream because I heard good things about this patch. I heard very good things about it and I was curious, so I avoided any spoilers.
People are always busy on a sunny day like this. They'll talk about their riding boots, introduce their dog.
Let me just do this as well so I can claim everything. Also, let me check how long is it to know where the midway point is.
Loneliness persists.
So let's see. It's how many stages? Okay, it's not too long, but it is. It's not an even. Oh no, it is an even number. So we should be going until stage
People are always
10.
busy on a sunny day like this.
Also, what's
They'll talk
this?
about their riding boots.
Oh, I forgot to claim this yesterday. Oops. Also, oh my god, this skin is so pretty. But I haven't gotten the like tarot themed ones because they're really expensive. And I also want to get this one. Which one is it? This one, oh my god, I think it's so pretty. I love her. She's so pretty. Absolutely love this. I think blue goes really well with her hair color. And also, I really like her, guys. I don't know if you guys knew that she's one of my faves. Also, I wanted this one as well, but I don't have Argus. Also, sorry, I'm just making small talk while everyone gets here. But yeah, I might buy it if I have enough funds by the end of the patch. And also, I don't know if I'm gonna pull for Hisabeth. I don't really care about meta, but I don't know her well enough to... But she's super pretty, oh my god. Like, look at this. I love her boots, I love her dress, and I love her hair and her little... I know those are like her siblings or something. They're like 8 of them, if I recall correctly. I think she's super cute and she seems like a really nice person. I've watched like a tidbit of her trailer because I saw it on Twitter. But oh my god, she's so pretty! Also, let me check her kit because I don't know anything about it. Experimental rocketry. Ready to be blasted into outer space? What the Sigma? Okay. Don't know what any of this means. Oh my god, I'm so bad at remembering what, like, the things do. So I just auto and hope for the best. Also, oh my god, Argus. Ah! I hope Isolde has a rerun soon. Because I don't know if you guys knew, but I've been wanting to get P5 Isolde because I was talking to one of my friends and they have a P5 Lucy, and that's, oh my god, I can't lose to other fans. I have to get a P5 of my fave.
Now,
But I'm a little unsure. You guys might have seen it on Twitter while I was discussing something under a tweet where I was saying, oh my god, we're so gonna buy this Barcarola garment. Oh, she got a new Euphoria. Awesome. I was talking like, oh my god, we're so gonna buy this garment. And someone in my comments asked, weren't you gonna sell your account? The thing is, how do I say this? I don't know. I've been hearing things about how the story is going on CN, and I'm not too optimistic. I'm still trying to have hope in my heart, but I'm not too sure. And if I actually end up not really being so invested in the game anymore, I might sell my account. Because also, oh my god, I'm just collecting stuff, but you guys can also take it as a flex. Wait a second. Because I have a lot of things.
Please be careful.
Oh, also...
I'm collecting the spores.
Oh, it's called acidity for the humans. Cool. So, yeah, guys, if anyone's, I don't know, interested, please consider. Please consider, okay? I have a lot of things. I have some garments. And I have some resources as well. And yeah, I have a lot of things here. Yeah. Also, oh my god, I need to use this. But I don't know. I'm gonna consider. Because I already have some also, what's this for? I don't really know what this does, so whatever. But yeah. Oh my god, should we watch the trailer now? Should we, guys? Well, let's go.
Space. Is it really beyond our reach?
We can still save this project. All we need to do is send the monitor into space to collect data as the storm arrives.
Into space? So you mean you want me to become an astronaut?
Are you ever going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
If this works out, then I guarantee you'll arrive home safe and sound.
You really expect me to sign this application knowing it means you're all going to die?
Miss Elizabeth, I know this storm isn't just some regular natural disaster.
Ooh.
It's not just an old building or some candy in a store that will be taken away. It's the place I grew up and all the people I love.
If we determine the storm will inevitably swallow up the stars, then wouldn't it all be pointless?
But if something were to happen, you would be the one to survive. I need you to keep our records.
We believe Voyager 1 will continue to explore the galaxy,
Voyager!
traveling into the depths of the universe, carrying with it humanity's spirit of exploration. It is likely
Oh my
to be
goodness.
further than life on Earth.
In our short lives, we come up with a lot of questions about the world.
And we have to find the answers for ourselves.
We get to choose what meaning we give to our lives.
How beautiful the stars are.
Okay, this trailer was really beautiful. I got chills and I really liked the soundtrack it got. Also, let's check what all of this is. And what is this? The divine flame, the piercing edge, the footsteps pressing ever onward. The puppet and its undying hunger for victory are all now encased within its confines. And I'm unsure of what it does, and maybe I'll do it like off stream. Ah, the baby! Oh my god. I think we'll be doing this on a later date. Like maybe next week? Maybe next Sunday if I'm free. We'll see. Okay, I'll have to do reveries off screen as well. Whose anecdote is this? I don't know. But also, oh my god, they're rerunning Flurry to the Golden City. I might actually rewatch it again because I don't really remember everything. And also, welcome. Is it Yvain? I'm unsure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And oh, okay, that's Puppet Arena revamp. Okay, I think I remember how it's done. And thank you. But oh my god, I feel a hint of trepidation because I'm also, oh my god, Windsong! I love her. Oh my god. How to find shelter. The universe is far from innocent. Scared. My hands are sweaty. I have quite a few expectations for this batch because I've heard good things. Oh my god! Hi, Oomph! What's up? Oh my god, I was... wait a second.
Take a deep breath.
Oh my god! I love... all of this looks so pretty. I love the rendering.
I can't fail. Not now. I have to do this for Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov and everyone in the circus.
Also, oh my god, she's 2 apples tall.
Mrs. Kozlov told me that I must guide the air through my body until it finds its balance. Left. Right? Good. Now, wave to the audience and say hello. Oh no. I can do this. I'm almost there.
Steady yourself. Find your footing on a strand-thin wire. Is it even there?
Я могу справиться с этим. Сначала мне нужно...
It's the little baby. Oh my god. Yeah. She's so baby here.
I think she has the right to know what the storm really is. We will still need to cross the year 1999.
Alia, come home.
Guys, this is scary. What the Sigma?
Kipperina.
Okay, so the cutscene's over. I was like, oh my god, speaking of the devil, I was talking about like, I hope Isolde gets a rerun soon because I want to get her P5 because I was talking to you about how you got Lucy P5 and I can be losing to everyone. I need to have a P5 of my fave. But yeah, also who is this?
Vitals are stable. Biometrics returning to normal.
Cosmodrome. Where is that? The Laplace researcher still hasn't shaken off the weirdness of her journey. The medic examines her closely, weighing her emotions as she explains the current situation.
I'd heard you'd already left. Never thought you'd be back so quickly.
Also, oh my god, I really like how even the NPCs have like really pretty designs. I think it's cool that they put some care into this as well.
It's obvious you care about them. So I'm sure you know what to do when they wake up, Miss Pointer.
Pointer! I've heard about Pointer. She's looks around. Are you gay flag emoji, raised eyebrow emoji, question mark. Also, I believe in you getting Isolde P5. Thank you. I am hoping so much. Oh my god. Isolde, please, please, please come home. Dorothea, they did her dirty not naming her. Who is that? I will be on the lookout for any Dorotheas. Because, oh my god. Again, I spoke of it on another stream, but I don't know anything about Fire Emblem 3 Houses, right? I only played like a bit of Awakening, but oh my god, Dorothea is... She's so... Oh! Why is she cunty? I like her. I think she serves. Pointer gives a nod, her eyes fixed, scanning the blinking screens beside the bed.
She hasn't suffered any serious trauma. All that Miss Kipperina here needs is rest.
Did she fall? Is she hurt?
But considering her condition, I recommend she stays here a few days longer for observation.
No, she's that NPC. Oh, this one. Oh, she's pretty. I think the name fits her. She looks like a Dorothea. Also, I like that they all have their, like, Laplace IDs thingies. I think it's cute. Oh, she appears in Mesmer Jr.'s anecdote. I think I've just skimmed through it, but I will be reading it more in depth when I have time. Probably when I'm on a break from university, because it's dragging me through pavement by the pantaloons right now. Yeah. Pointer doesn't respond. After a long silence, she speaks.
Thank you. What's the status of the others?
Also, oh my god, I hadn't seen Pointer's like actual model. I've seen like fan art, but she's so pretty. I like the little details. I like her eyes. I like, what's this? But I like her expression. I like her hair. I like everything. What? Wait a second. Everything looks really pretty. Also, her outfit reminds me a little of Oryx. But she's serving a lot. I like it.
Miss Hisabeth is fine. She was awake earlier. For a few minutes anyway. She signed a donor card. Managed to get all her other siblings to sign it too. Not sure what we'd even do with them. That gentleman and that little salamander guy did the same thing when they woke up.
Little salamander guy? Who?
Anyway, it's no cause for concern. I've seen my share of lunatics just like them. The real problem is determining treatment. There are so many details to pay attention to when dealing with these special patients. The dosage, their drug resistance. And I'm not a vet, you know? I had to seek out some professional consultation. No offense, but I'm glad you weren't part of this attempt. Otherwise, I might have had to face all of this by myself.
Oh my god, this is so foreshadowy. I don't like this. I'm scared. Pointer faces away from the bed and looks the staff member straight in the eye.
I may not have approved of their taking on this project, but I'm still on the team. If only the Foundation could devise regulations sufficient to control our staff's recklessness with their own lives.
Maybe they should consider controlling access to Picrasma candy.
It's always Picrasma candy, oh my god.
Ugh, forget that. Even I can't help exceeding the recommended dosage sometimes.
I'll be reporting to the headquarters of the rehab center next month. I'll let you know their average dosage by then. Anyway, I need to write up a visitor schedule. We have to make sure our patients get enough rest.
The second visitor proves just how necessary a proper schedule can be.
How's she doing? I just left the other ward and thought I might drop by.
The new voice is polite and warm, but still startles them.
Hello, Miss Winsong.
Yay! Winsong! Oh my
Her
god!
vitals have stabilized. We're monitoring her recovery, but the initial results are positive. We can't say precisely when she'll wake up, but it shouldn't take more than a week.
Good to hear. I'll be by to visit them from time to time, following the schedule, of course. Let me know if it's too much trouble.
Ah, Winsong! I missed her. Oh my god. How much time has it been? Oh my god. I don't think I told you guys, but I really like the 1.8 Farewell Ryashiki. I wasn't streaming back then, but I played it with a friend and it was peak. It was so peak. Holy peak. I really liked it.
You're welcome to drop by here anytime. The isolation room is soundproof, but do keep it down when you visit the other wards.
Of course. I'm just worried about them, you know. Besides, Vila and August have drowned me in letters asking about the project.
Oh my god. wife, and baby. Yay.
More importantly, there's a bond between a teacher and her student.
I understand. I'll check in on the others. If you need any help, press that button to call me. By the way, Miss Pointer, Godspeed to you and your team. A bunch of lunatics working together to reach space. Pretty damn cool, I'd say.
It's an unexpected and unorthodox compliment. The surprise is written all over Pointer's face.
Ditto.
Are you being serious? Do you think it's possible we could succeed?
Listen to yourself. We. Weren't you quitting the team?
After a short silence, they decide not to answer either question. Winsong takes the first step, and Pointer follows her into the hallway, pulling the door shut behind them.
Your comment on Hisabeth's project. You said it was unrealistic. I don't think you really meant that. But even if you do, why not stay and give them a hand? Their latest ideas for the teleportation disc sound solid to me. This one failure shouldn't be enough to walk away. You've worked with Hisabeth long enough. I'm sure you'd already know if she's pursuing a fool's errand.
Pointer chooses silence again, but this time, Winsong presses her concern.
So, what do you really think?
My thoughts are unimportant. All attempts to talk them out of it have failed. And what's worse, the more forcefully I attempt to dissuade them, the more determined they become.
All right, so lay it on me. Why are they doomed to fail?
I see no reason to expend any energy explaining it.
Winsong gestures at the ward behind her.
Whatever. I'll just have to make my own judgments on the matter.
Hisabeth is an excellent researcher. Sharp and decisive. On those merits alone, she's earned my trust. My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. They could even...
Her shoulders shrink in, but her voice remains calm.
My nature compels me to do whatever I can to reduce the danger to our staff. And I want to keep my friends alive. What does it matter if we make it into space and discover whether the storm affects the whole universe? Say that we determine this phenomenon only affects Earth, then what? We can't leave. We don't have the technology to fly off somewhere else. And if instead we determine the storm is indeed universal, and that it will inevitably swallow up the stars, well, then wouldn't it all be pointless? Either way, my calculations are clear. The answer is not worth our lives.
That's how you feel. I get it. So why not tell them?
I've been attempting to find the right time to say it.
The ley line scholar shrugs. She has the answer she came for.
Maybe so. Speaking of things to say, I've got some news, and I thought it was better you hear it from me. Laplace has decided to evacuate the spaceport. All staff on site are to be relocated before the end of the month.
Evacuated? Where to? There is critical equipment here that can't be moved in that time frame. Besides, this spaceport was part of our active partnership with the local government.
She lifts her head, and Winsong doesn't shy away from her gaze.
Ah, we're moving to our real branch in Plesetsk, aren't we? The one on the edge of the Arctic Circle that's proven immune to the storm. This is our storm emergency plan.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
You've got it. All Laplace employees are to spend a week in the care center after reporting to Plesetsk. The local staff will be put on paid vacation, as is usual.
Paid vacation? Oh my god. Awesome. They both know exactly when this paid vacation will come to an end.
Hisabeth was also waiting for the right time. And I guess this is it. Sign this for her, will you? Don't worry, it's not a donor card.
A sheet of paper is held out to her.
Sign this so that my teammates can stay here and die in the storm.
Oh my.
I'm not asking. I'm only delivering it to you.
Also, oh my god. Whose little hand is this?
But they know what they're doing here. That's why I want to help.
I need some time. My analysis won't be objective right now.
Sure. Just don't keep your teammates waiting. Our time is short.
She places the paper neatly into her pocket, then returns to the glass to watch over the sleeping girl in the hospital bed. A few months ago, none of them could have imagined it would come to this. Scary, guys. I'm scared. The Voyagers? Oh my god. Where is Voyager? Whatever. Also, oh my god. Her little me type thing is really cute.
Not long ago, Voyager 2 successfully reached Uranus, marking the first ever exploration of this planet in human history. It conducted an examination of Uranus's ring system as planned.
You seen a bit for the handprint? Okay. I'll be waiting.
After a temporary orbital adjustment caused by its earlier visit to Titan, Voyager 1 continues its journey towards the edge of the solar system. Their future...
The staticky but steady voice of the news cuts out.
We already know where they're going and what they're gonna do. Why are you wasting time on old news? As I recall, we've even got a photo from Voyager 1 taken in 1990. It's stored somewhere in the Laplace archives.
Also, oh my god. Can I say something? She's super pretty. I love her dress. It's so pretty. Also, oh my god, the little snake thingies, they look so cute. Also, oh my god, scales on her collarbones, and oh my god, I just love this design. Also, I love her hair. She's like Miku blue. But, oh my god, this color, I love this color. And I love her eyes. Oh my god, should we pull? Should we pull for her? She's so pretty. Oh my god! Okay. Crash out time is over.
That's correct. They even have the development reports from Seaton, and the work done on meteor burst communication tech. But none of the archives mention the whereabouts of the Golden Records, do they? So there's a chance we'll hear some new clue this time around, like... According to the sudden decrease in Voyager 1's mass, it's been speculated that the Golden Records were intercepted by an unknown entity.
Intercepted? You make it sound like it was stolen by aliens.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what the Sigma? Do you have space bandits over here?
A space pirate? I doubt they would have any interest in some ordinary records.
Hisabeth, my goat. She is kind of goated, isn't it? I don't know really personality-wise, but she's so pretty. I might pull for her based on that alone, but I'll wait and see for a bit. Maybe we'll reach the halfway point of this stream, and who knows, if I like her enough by then, maybe we'll pull, because I have enough savings. I was hoping to get like 100k clear drops for Isolde, but we'll have enough time, okay? No need to be taken by avarice. so I'll be pulling for everything.
Now why don't you get to the point? What's so urgent that you had to switch off the radio?
Oh, I'm making a video. I didn't want the sound drowning out the recording. Should be quiet enough now.
Bro's making a video. April 1987.
Hisabeth,
6.
Laplace researcher.
Er,
So why was I mad enough to join this project? Call it a matter of personal interest.
really?
Let me introduce myself in a little more detail, in case you're shocked when you get your first look at me.
I'm shocked, alright? You're so pretty, girl.
Are we there yet? Rats. This is no way to travel. Let me just slither, please. We don't have a choice. We're stuck with this most unfortunate mode of transportation.
Those snakes talking are frying me. Why do they sound like that? I'm crying, bro. She's very silly, and Loki personally thinks she might be a fan of Lucy. Hell yeah! Lucy is holy goat. She's so peak. Holy peak. Also, oh my god. People be saying she fell off, but Lucy is just as good as ever, in my opinion. I use her every time. I use her a lot in like Limbo and the Dreamscape and other stuff. When I remember to do those. I think she's really good. But oh my god, these snake thingies, I love them already.
Introducing 2 of the 9 siblings of the Dubois family, always loudly at odds and proud of it. Thanks to the cold weather, the others still brewmating, so they haven't yet tested my patience.
What the Sigma? Footsteps grow nearer, prompting them to look around for their source.
Welcome. Let me walk you to your office. Your ID card, please.
His.
Oh, my apologies.
My patience just run out.
What the Sigma? The snake twists its body away with agility, but not fast enough.
Thank you for showing me the
girl.
way.
But not fast enough. It's forced to clamp its mouth shut. She never fell off. What do you mean? Slash, I'm delusional. You know what I mean. She never fell off. Like, actually, I don't really care about meta, so to me, she's just as good as ever. Because she does a ton of damage. I don't really know how Dynamo works, but I auto and I see her. I feel like an iPad baby, actually, because I just see sparks and colors on my screen, and I'm like, bruh, okay, guys. But oh my god, Lucy, I still like Lucy a lot. I don't pull for meta, so I don't really care when people say like, oh, X character fell off, X character is washed. Like, I don't care, I don't care, I don't give a gaff, okay? I don't give a gaff.
Why don't we speed up a bit? This place feels as cold as a goddamn morn. I can barely talk without shivering.
Literally how I feel right now. It's actually it's quite cold, so I don't have like the fan on, but my hands are sweaty, but they're like also really cold and they hurt. So yeah, not a good weather today.
When we get to the office, I'll warn them not to scare our colleagues for the 4th time.
Also, oh my god, I love this illustration. She looks so pretty. Also, oh my god, she's holding the snake's little head. Also, I like her nails. Like, oh, cunty.
Of course. We'll ensure the heat is kept on 24/7 inside your office. Laplace never neglects the little details.
She's goated. Literally her exploding everything. Right? Lucy, can you please explode everyone now? Please. In truth, as a reptile enthusiast, she's just trying to hide the rudeness of her surprise at seeing the cute snakes. That's so cute.
Here we are. Go ahead and knock on the door. Miss Pointer should be expecting you. By the way, since you mentioned the cold weather, do you need a thermostat for your lovely pets?
Lovely pets? I will forever use her even if she's not doing well with reveries. Oh yeah. Like, I do reveries every once in a while when I remember it exists. But sometimes I use Lucy and she like comes in clutch. But generally, not a lot. Oh my god, I need way more beast characters. Oh my god, I have like only like Melania, Nala, Gutian, and Medicine Pocket. But like, I don't know how to use any of them. I don't know what Gutian's stuff does. I don't know how Nala works. I only know like how to use Melania because I've had her ever since she dropped on Globo. So I'm like, yeah. So how are the rest of you doing, guys? I don't know everything. I just auto. This is actually very embarrassing to admit, but I don't know how to play this. I just be reading the story and everything.
We try our best to meet all of our researchers' needs.
Oh, we're all good. My code works as a kind of thermoregulated insulator. It should be fine.
Ah, that's cool.
Understood. And please note that the spaceport here is just a part of our local research collaboration. Laplace's official branch in Plesieth is actually further north, right on the edge of the Arctic Circle. It has a strict security policy, so you'll need to file an application before visiting. There's no guarantee it will be approved either. Welcome to the Plesieth Cosmodrome.
Just a few steps out, the receptionist turns back, drawn by a faint sound. The little golden scaled snake flicks its tongue at her. And was that a wink?
Goodbye, little Hisi.
I'm going to cry. This is very cute. The researcher disappears down the hall, and cheerful voices ring out again.
You know what, too? I think the staff here are more accommodating than most types we meet.
Or are you just being more of a jerk than usual? Now stay out of trouble and don't call me by my number again. Just so you know, I'm perfectly willing to tie you up by the tails if I start hearing about any missing lab rats.
Oh my. It's like a Rat King, but with snakes. That's... Looks around, scratches head, wet coughs into the mic. I could try to like send you some pointers. I'm not funny. Oh my god. On some of the characters in DMs later. Please do, please. And thank you. I also have to watch like the... You know, the little thing with X where they explain like the characters' kits. I think I'm gonna do this later tonight when like I end stream. Because oh my god, this is so booty cheek because I can't be doing this. The door swings open, preventing the escalation of their family feud.
Huh?
I knew I heard someone talking behind the door. Glad my ears don't need tuning. Please, come in. Are you the new researcher on this project?
You've got it. So, I take it you're one of my new colleagues?
Ouch, I just got flashbanged. What was that? The new colleague's attitude seems cold to the touch. But once she steps inside... Oh my god, my shoulder. Oh my god, I don't... Did you guys hear that? That hurt a lot. Also, oh my god, let me take a second to recompose myself. Because that really hurt. But once she steps inside and takes in the whole setup, she realizes that details like that won't matter too much.
2 devices, 2 chairs, and 2 standard-issued desks. Is it just the 2 of us?
I expected you to be more rigorous as a fellow Laplace researcher. According to official records, we have a 3rd researcher on the team. An attaché from the local government. In theory, anyway. No one has ever seen or heard of them. It's just a name on the notice board. However, if you insist on ignoring our esteemed co-worker, who I mention out of deep respect for our local partners, then correct, it's just the two of us. So, what do you think of our setup? It's not so bad. At least we're in full control of our budget. Although I recommend setting those budget expectations low.
Cool, cool. Everything's more or less as I expected. An undervalued project in extraordinary times.
Oh my.
What kind of bizarre mind hatched up the idea of teleporting supplies directly into space?
Do you believe our goals are unrealistic?
Not at all. Only eclectic, let's say. And I've always been a fan of eclectic theories. They're often a stepping stone to true discovery. I'm certain that the combination of arcanum and science will one day make up the core of our civilization. We're not there yet, but...
It's only a matter of time. Perhaps this project will be the next leap forward. So far, the teleport disk we've developed is functional but unstable. It's a one-way ticket capable of travel only within a short distance. But if we can improve its range and stability, I calculate its value to society to be potentially earth-shaking.
Looks like we'll make for quite a team.
She picks up the stack of files from the desk, clearing a small spot to lean against. Also, something I think I might have already said before, but I like the little sounds they include, like even if you can't really see what they're doing, they have like the little sounds of the things they are doing, like leaning against the like the creak of the table when she leans into it, or like earlier when Pointer was like apparently dragging a chair to sit down and tap the stack of files on the desk. I think that's really cool, and it really helps with immersion.
But before that, we'll have to make sure our project isn't shut down before it can begin. Which means we need to cook up something worthwhile to put in our report.
Pointer, we gotta cook!
To that end, I know you're an expert in aerospace materials. Are there any specific specimens you need? I'll do what I can to source them for you. Oh, but be quick. Our resource applications must be submitted today. The evaluation process and all other little details mean it will take some time to arrive.
I think it helps with the immersion, yeah. I love the little details. Me too! Oh my god, I really like the care they put like into all those little narrative elements. I think it's really good, and they make use of like the visual novel what you call it, of this medium really well. It's very, I love it. Oh my god, I love it.
Let me see. No, I don't have any particular needs for now. How do you feel about fish?
Le fish au chocolat. Even Pointer's keen analytical mind struggles to keep up with the rapid topic change. She pauses a full 3 seconds before answering.
They're fine. As are those pets you've got dangling in your hair.
Cool. Looks like I've come to exactly the right place. No nosy layabouts around to moan about my hobbies. Speaking of those pets, they're not really pets. I remember mentioning them in my profile. You didn't read it, Whatever, so long as they can hold their own. Then you threw the file into the trash, am I right?
It wasn't quite so dramatic, but yes. I briefly scanned it for your field of expertise and experience. Nothing else mattered to me.
Still, new colleagues. I'm a Melusine. We have snakes for hair. So they're not pets, they're my siblings. Technically, you've got yourself a grand total of 9 new co-workers. Surprise!
Ah, she's so cute! I'm going to cry, guys. And also, oh my god, my hip just popped. And that hurt as well. But, oh my god, I'm in tears. We are going to pull for her when we finish like stage 5. We will be pulling! Let's go gambling!
That is certainly new information. It's unfortunate that Laplace doesn't pay out their Sharpodontes by head.
Oh my.
For every 2 heads?
I wouldn't predict your chances to be high, but a larger food allowance seems appropriate, given your additional mouths to feed.
Mind requesting me a corner office? I need a lot of space for my fish tank. Pets and plants help me cool off.
Whatever you want. Let's just finish the report as soon as possible. Then, we can apply for additional office space. 1 room for each of us. Deal?
Deal.
Agreement reached. Pointer lifts her right hand. The snake stretches forward to gently tap her palm with its head.
Nice working with you.
Wow, I love them already. They're really fun so far. Also, what is this? Public radio usage log. Next to this empty radio dock is a log that's been diligently updated with each use. Where's the radio? Public radio, 5 minutes per person per day. Listen to whatever you want, but leave an update in the log. 12.5. Restore the frequency to normal and listen to Swan Lake. Awesome, I love Swan Lake. 6.5. Tune to a foreign station. Adjusted the frequency to avoid interference. 3.5. Attempt 39. Still no reply from the cosmic friend. Answer me. Answer me. Is it Voyager? Wow! Hooray! What's up? And welcome. I'm still very early on the thing, so I guess you didn't miss much. 12.5 again. Restore the frequency to normal and listen to Swan Lake. Does it just repeat? Tune to a foreign station, adjusted the frequency to avoid interference. Attempt 42. Observed an unusual aurora. Must be the cosmic friend. She's responding. Restored the frequency to normal and listen. Again! Oh my god, I like Swan Lake, but every day? This person must really like Swan Lake. Wishful thinking aside, remember to reset the settings. Tune to a foreign station, adjusted the frequency to avoid interference. Do they just... this is just like me. I just listen to the same songs every day. Attempt 73. The Turn's migration route is different from last year. Is she affecting the magnetic field? Plissetsk, it's not going to buy a second radio. Break it again and we'll bury you in the snow. What the Sigma. I'm good. This patch is so peak. I'm so excited for Winsong to be back. Me too! Oh my god, I love Winsong. She's so... shakes her like one of those baby toys. She's so... oh my god, I really like her. I think I have like a P1 Winsong because I remember like losing... I think it was to... on Lucy's banner, I got a Winsong. And she's really good. She's still really strong, I think. Never fell off. She's holy peak. Tuned to foreign station, adjusted the frequency to avoid interference. Attempt 106! What a Sigma. The magnetic anomaly has reached the edge of a polar circle. I so want to meet her. Off to intercept the cosmic idealist in... I don't really know. Is this a city? I think it is. Break his bones and... what? And reclaim the radio? Okay. I hope his imaginary cosmic friend is real. As if. Scary. She is real, guys. She is real. Feel some crumbs later on in the patch, by the way. I'm so... wow! Oh my god. I just hit the absolute cinema pose. Oh my god, I love Villa Song. I need to... oh my god, I need to get my ass to drawing again. Because I need to draw stuff. I have to stop training my darn horsies. And I have to start drawing again. The meaning of meaning. It carries the weight of each individual. It raises the towering walls of every endeavor. I don't know what any of this means, but what the hell, sure. May 1987, Plesetsk.
Everything from there on went smoothly and according to schedule. It was a genuine pleasure working with Pointer. Well, those first days at least.
Elizabeth, did you go to that ley lines lecture yesterday?
Patch so peak I started to cry over people talking. Me! That is so me. You guys get it. My woke song doodles went viral. The people yearn for a woke song. Oh my god, I think I saw it like briefly on Twitter, but the page fucking refreshed and I couldn't like I think I couldn't like retweet it. I'm going to go back right now and I'm going to retweet it because oh my god, and I forgot about it because I was training my freaking horsies. Also, are you guys playing the horse game? It's so good. It's so good. King Halo Sweep! Let's see. Also, I asked the question, but I didn't... I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'll retweet it later. Because I'm not finding your account right now. But it's so good. I love Woke Song. I love it. Never stop cooking.
I couldn't make it. I've been reviewing this data for the last 10 hours. The model is a mess. Something's off. I can't isolate the issue. It could be the system compiler, or the incantation. Or maybe we missed some characters when we transcoded it.
Oh, the lecture? Yeah, Winsong mentioned it when we met her at the canteen a few days ago. Hold on.
Her swivels halfway and Hisabeth stands, stretching before setting her bread aside. The snake holding a data card slithers up to Pointer's feet.
This is Elen. She woke up just a while ago. Elen, meet Pointer. We couldn't all attend the lecture, but I asked someone to take Elen there to observe. Here are the notes.
This is so cute! Oh my god, I'm going to cry. I love all of them already. Oh no, short hair Butch Winsong. Yay! Shakes you like a baby toy. I love it. I love the horse game. I love it too. Oh my god. Add me when you guys can. I think I'll post it later on my on the PNG tubing account, not the main one. But oh my god, add me. I'm on that game all the darn time. And also join my group, Hans. We don't do anything over there, but join my horse group.
I still haven't stopped being amazed by your siblings' telepathic connection. I wonder if there's an arcane skill that might approximate the same effect. Imagine how much faster we'd be able to share information with it.
It's got its advantages. If you're willing to accept 8 different voices oscillating between a party and a brawl every day in your mind.
Oh my. Hisabeth shrugs and scoops up the little snake. It shoots up her sleeve, vanishing into her blue hair to rejoin her siblings.
Hope you don't mind. She's been a bit shy ever since we were little.
Oh, I love it. Oh my god, I love how they have like each have their little like personalities. This is so cute. I'm going to cry.
That won't be a problem. I'll get it back to you in a few days. I just want to check if the study of ley lines can help with our Aeroshell's force analysis.
I forgot to add you on horse game, my bad. Don't worry about it. Just like follow when you can and I'll follow back.
Is that all? You could have left a message. No need to go out of your way.
Well, and I needed someone to unload a bit on. It's been months since I submitted our resupply application, and there doesn't appear to be any progress. This slow starvation for all of us is a waste of effort. They should just cut the cord and scrap all these projects they feel show no value in the short term.
Look at the silver lining. We're sure to get our new offices.
Office space, the one thing we have in abundance here.
She waves her arms in irritation before slipping back into her usual tone.
Anyway, how are things on your side? I'm free for the moment.
I'm progressing just fine. Take a look.
She steps closer to the desk. Hisabeth shifts some space.
Feel free to let
Oh
me
my
know
god.
if you require any help.
Shifts some space and lays out the blueprints. Blueprint? Like the Balatro joke? Stop. I will stop now. I'm so sorry. I should stream Balatro one day. Perhaps.
You know, for all the time we've worked together, there are still many questions left unanswered between us. I'm curious. Why did you choose this project?
The tenor of their conversation has changed since their first meeting. This isn't a test. It's genuine concern. Time has built enough trust between them to ask.
There are many other teams pursuing the combination of arcanum and science. I think one of them is presently working on cleaning incantations and plant-related rituals.
Oh! Plant-related rituals. We know. Oh my god, Druvis mentioned. Please come back. Druvis, please come back. Please, please, please. Where is Druvis? I need her back. I need her back.
Why choose Plesetsk? Is it that you feel your expertise in material science will be of most benefit here? Or do you have a particular interest in the aerospace industry? Don't mistake my intentions. I'm happy you chose to join our little team. You've performed exceptionally well so far.
My goat pointer, I need to know her VA so bad. Genuinely, I think her VA is doing like such a good job. I'm really in love with her voice. I think generally this game has really good voice acting. I think it's generally very good.
If I had to put a finger on it, I'd say it was curiosity. I really want to know where those golden records will end up.
She rolls up the blueprint before settling into a relaxed posture.
Remember what I told you about my parents? They were studying information technology at Laplace before the first storm struck.
Also, oh my god, is this Claire de Lune? Hisabeth's mind has always jumped around, but now Pointer can keep up. She knows to wait for the point to come back around. Oh my god. I want to say something that it makes me feel, but it's low-key a spoiler until the end. Ah, I'm scared. Oh my god. I'm scared. Like, clutching my shirt, turning away. Clutching my pearls. Point is so stupidly in a pleasure working with her. Oh, I'm sure. Also, oh my god, I think I really get the appeal now. They're really, oh my god, I love them.
I can't wrap my head around that stuff. My whole life has been a constant stream of information. You wouldn't believe how distracting it is to have 8 voices in your brain, bothering you night and day. Still, all 9 of us enjoyed reading. Whenever we found a particularly compelling article, we'd divide it up and each focus on a different part. We'd always have a huge brainstorm after we finished. It was a lot of fun, actually. I miss those times. I still remember the day that meteor fell to Earth.
What meteor?
Nos derniers rapports indiquent que Voyager 1 a officiellement parcouru la plus grande distance dans notre système solaire, dépassant Pionnier 10 d'une distance d'environ 69 419 unités astronomiques.
Also, oh my god, the baby, she is 2.5 apples tall.
I don't remember where I was or what I was doing, but I remember the broadcast was talking about Voyager 1, and that all 9 of us were staring at the twinkling dot on the screen.
Si la Lune se trouve à près de 400 000 km de nous, à quel point ce petit caillou était-il plus éloigné de la Terre lorsqu'il a commencé son voyage?
Also, I really like the voice acting for the kids. I think it's really good. And it's like it can really give off that like childlike cadence of speaking. I think it's really good. Really, they can really pull that off.
Incroyable.
Unbelievable.
We never knew the stars above our heads could actually fall into our world. What was happening up there? For all our brainstorms, we never reached a solid conclusion. Where will Voyager 1 go? Who, if anyone, will find its golden records? When will the stars stop shining? Are there researchers out there just like us, living on another planet, looking for the same answers? One little meteor brought us so many questions, and we could never leave a stone unturned.
I see. That's why you joined this project, despite its lack of immediate contributions to society.
Nonsense! Our work is critical to the future of aerospace engineering. We've got plenty of contributions to offer.
This time, she's the one holding up a hand, waiting for a high five.
Was that an attempt to cheer me up? There's no need. I'm not easily discouraged.
Palm to palm, their hands meet for just a moment.
You've warmed up a bit.
Yeah, thanks to the 24/7 heating, and because I keep all of us well fed. Speaking of, I'm headed to town to find a restaurant. Care to join me?
Oh my god, please don't talk about food. I'm really hungry right now.
There's some decent food in Plassets now, thanks to the new policies. Do you want anything in particular?
Your call.
Back then, we never thought to ask why our supply application had been put on ice for so long.
Essential projects.
Non-essential? Then what is it that counts as essential? Who decided on our priority?
Before the snakes can hiss again in protest, Pointer reaches out and grabs Hisabeth.
Calm down, Hisabeth. I understand that Mr. Ludwig did his best to keep as many projects running in Plassets as he could. We couldn't have stayed here this long if it weren't for him. But he's only a branch leader. He doesn't get to make the top-level decisions.
They act as if all of their essential and valuable consumer technology just popped up out of nowhere. To think that aerospace engineering has less to contribute than their other projects? Mad! They wouldn't even have vegetable packets in their instant noodles without us.
I'm sorry, but our decision is final. Please allow me to finish. As you can imagine, I have several other meetings lined up after this.
Sure. Please continue.
Madame Lucy has expressed that she is not in favor of this decision. To that end, she asked me to deliver a lifeline for your work here.
Lucy is goated as always.
As you know, our knowledge about the storm remains extremely limited. Madame Lucy believes we could better manage our circumstances if we could observe it in greater detail, particularly its extent. She's seeking volunteers from Plesetsk for a project, one that aims to send a monitor into space in order to collect data as the storm arrives.
Two completely different reactions.
What about the other projects? Where will the researchers be assigned if their projects have all been terminated?
Pointer shoots her another look, trying to signal her, but Hisabeth either doesn't notice or doesn't care.
Most will be reassigned to other teams. I'm afraid there isn't much manpower to spare on our work here. That's the deal. If you want to stay on this project, then this mission must become your full focus. On the bright side, you'll have full access to all the resources left in Plesetsk.
He makes a quick glance down the hallway to check no one else is around, then steps closer and lowers his voice.
I believe you two to be the most talented researchers in Plesetsk, and I know you want to achieve something with your work here. Still, I think I should caution you against accepting this task. Sure, if you pull this off, you'd become a legend throughout our organization. But there's only so much value in fame and admiration.
And what would happen if we were to fail?
I'm afraid your best hope would be instant death, and it may be much worse than that. No one knows for certain what the storm can do after all. I'm not sure this is worth your lives.
Noticing another researcher approaching from the far end of the hall with luggage in hand, he steps back, readopting his cool professional tone.
Alright, that's all. I just need you to confirm that you have been informed. You'll have 24 hours to respond to our request.
After receiving the official documents, Pointer does silent consideration. Finishing their deliberations, Pointer clears the air. Ugh. My goat supporting. She is so goated, isn't she? I really like Lucy, actually. Like, I don't think she's like high enough to be considered a fave, but I really like her. I think she's really nice. I think she's really charming as well. I hope to see more of Lucy on the story. Hisabeth waves a hand as she answers, continuing her work.
Wait. Don't tell me you want to volunteer.
Why shouldn't we? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
But have you even considered the risk we'd be taking? Like the liaison said.
We'll have all the equipment we need, with a project that's progressing smoothly, working towards an achievable goal for the common good. It is almost like the universe is within our grasp. All we must do is make our teleport disc work.
It's not that simple. We'd still need an astronaut capable of launching the monitor. Who could we find that would be capable of acclimatizing to a zero-gravity environment, under high heat and pressure in such a short time?
That's the good news. Winsong already found us an ideal candidate, an acrobat.
Oh my god, scary. Hisabeth finishes her task and holds out the sheet to Pointer, a follow-up work schedule.
Here, I made a list of issues we'll need to tackle. Of course, that's only assuming you'll accept Madame Lucy's mission too. I remember we talked about space exploration when I first arrived in Plassets. You said you wanted to know what's going on up there too. So tell me, what price are you willing to pay for that answer?
Wow. Shaking in my boots right now, guys.
Breathe. Let the air find its balance within. Remember what Mr. Kozlov said. You must never be afraid of falling. I just have to imagine myself floating in space.
I love how they wrote her. She's a different take on how robots are typically portrayed in media. Right, I remember that you said this like a while ago, but I really like that as well. She's not like code detached rational robot. She's like, I think it's really good. It's really fun to see how she's like trying her best to fit in with her colleagues and whatnot. I think it's really good to see that. And I think she's a really likable character, despite her like flaws and everything. Like how she's a little clueless about social cues and everything. I think she's a really charming character.
That's right. I will not fall from the fire again.
The circus barker's introduction booms above the blinding lights, followed by a wave of cheers and applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fabulous wild dancer, the youngest acrobat of the Utrinia Circus, Kiperina!
You can't just introduce her and not show us anything. Also, what the skibma? Wait a second. Okay.
Hello there.
What is this, guys? I'm scared. Calm down and relax. It's just a simple performance, no different from all the ones that came before.
Would you care to lie down? Go, go!
Okay, just completely destroy them, alright. Whew, good. Everything has gone according to plan.
Wait. Was I helpful, Timekeeper?
Oh my god, we're almost at the halfway point for this stream, and you guys know what that means. We will be pulling for Hisabeth in a little bit.
Kiparina, star acrobat of the Utranyaya Circus.
Wow, she looks so cute. I knew what her design looked like as soon as 2.7 was released in the Chinese servers. But oh my god, I'm still like amazed by how pretty she is. I love her hair, I love the braid, I love the little accessories, the frills and everything, how the fabric drapes, the colors. Oh my god, it's also beautiful. I'm so in love with Reverse Designs. I think they do a great job, and the designs don't like. I don't think I have a lot of problems with games whose designs I feel like are kind of nothing burger, but thankfully that's like not the problem with Reverse for me. I absolutely love that. It seems that the people who design their clothes are they might be really into fashion, because it all looks so good. Not like cluttered or anything, but the details, I absolutely love them. Like oh my god, how do you call it? The lace and everything. I love it! I love the way they render fabric as well.
Why did I join this project? Well, I guess I'm trying to help in any way I can, like I always do. The circus is a lot like outer space. It is a performance that exists within an almost weightless world of imagination. Close to reality, but at the same time, unreachable. I've come to love the life that Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov provided for us there. And I never thought it might end. Here I am, Ringmaster. How can I help you?
Mr. Kozlov brushes a little ash off his seat, but when he hears Kiparina's voice, he bolts up immediately.
Oh, Alia, no need to be so formal outside of work. Anyways, how is it you're feeling today? I don't want you to be overwhelmed. Take time for a little rest. Old Kozlov can manage things from here.
Please, it was just a thoughtless accident, and I won't let it happen again, I promise. I've fully recovered. I know you're worried about me, but just ask anyone and you'll know I'm not lying. Even Mrs. Kozlov agreed. See, I can even put on my fireworks show again.
Light bursts out from her outstretched fingertip, briefly illuminating the place like it's midday. Like a plant drawing in sunlight, absorbing it, storing it, and then releasing it again. A beautiful, if useless, arcane skill.
Oh, more beautiful than ever. It seems you've mastered the techniques that Miss Winsong taught you. There's no doubt our Alia has a budding talent for these ley line things.
Please don't start that again. I already told Miss Winsong that I had no plans to leave the circus.
I know. Such a loyal star you are. Oh, but there's something I should tell you.
Kozlov genuinely sounds like a great guy trying his best for Kiparina. I love him. I had like this impression as well. Like, he seems like a guy who is trying. And I love his voice acting as well. I think even with like the NPCs, Reverse does a great job at casting and directing the people who are voicing them. He clears his throat, trying to smooth over the sudden topic shift.
We're going to hold a show up near Mirny. They say the night sky is beautiful that far north. Perhaps you might even see the aurora.
All of a sudden? But it's so far from here. Are we in trouble?
No, everything's fine. It's just that...
Mr. Kozlov wrings his hand. Subtlety is not his strong suit.
Actually, Alia, Miss Winsong called me. A friend of hers would like to meet you in Mirny. They work for an organization called Laplace. I made inquiries at the Arcane Market. They have a good reputation. Someone even told me that they were related to the St. Pavlov Foundation, that big organization that recruits all kinds of arcanists. We are old, Alia, but your life has just begun. If you were to join Laplace or the Foundation, you'd live a much better life than any you could have in our little circus.
Do you want me to leave?
I'm going to cry, guys. No.
No, Alia. We just want to let you have another try. There may be some training involved, but we will not force you to stay. You can quit anytime you like. Natalia and I, we hope you will have a safe and happy life. After that last time when you fell from the wire, we just can't bear to.
Also, I'm loving the soundtrack as well so far.
Then I'll go, Mr. Kozlov, if that's what you want for me.
Sensing the compromise in the girl's words, the maid sighs and pats her head with a broad fatherly hand.
We don't want you to leave, Alia, but this is an opportunity for you to live in comfort and safety. You're just 15. We don't want you to have to learn what it feels like to scrounge for food in the freezing wild.
He leaves it there. Some memories aren't worth retelling, not to a child.
Let's just give it a try. What do you say? You will always be welcome to come back to the Utranyaya when you want. We will never turn you away from your home.
I've always known that.
She smiles, but it's not enough to hide the quiet weight of her insecurity.
Miss Winsong gave you her card, remember?
I forgot where I put it. I figured they wouldn't ever find a need for a living light bulb.
Alia.
So, then have you already planned a route, Mr. Kozlov? Are we traveling overland? When do we set off? And what are we taking with us? What's the weather like in Mirny? Should I pack some warmer clothes? Oh, it's been a while since the last time we restocked the medical kit. I'll check it later. We need to prepare for the animals' transportation.
Of course. It's all in hand already. Our Alia, always such a self-starter.
Muttering, Mr. Kozlov turns away. It sounds more like pride than complaint.
Laplace sets a very high standard for its staff. Our Alia could only have been chosen if she were very special. Just see how she pays attention to each little detail.
The clever girl waits until Mr. Kozlov has disappeared. She rarely lies, so on the rare occasion she needs to, no one ever suspects. The card's still with her, tucked in the inside pocket of her coat. She isn't sure yet whether she really wants to chase after a faraway, wider world.
Winsong, ley line scholar. I still don't get it. What even is the study of ley lines? Is it like arcanist engineering? Or math? I've never seen or heard of anything like it. If I start to study these ley lines, Does that mean I'll have to leave Utranyaya forever? That I won't be with Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov in the circus anymore?
She's still waiting on an answer from her mind, her heart somewhere. So for now, she'll go back to her room and sleep in it.
Купол нашего цирка был украшен миссис Козловой. Она хотела, чтобы он отражал красоту звезд и невесомость космоса. Какой прекрасный вид! Смогу ли я когда-нибудь увидеть его снова, если уйду отсюда? Мне стоит встретиться с этими людьми из Лапласа. Если я это сделаю, как хочет моя семья, тогда мы все сможем жить лучше. Верно?
Oh my god, I'm going to start ugly sobbing. She's so, oh my god, I like her so much. I wanted to pull her when she was announced on CN, but oh my god, now I want to pull for her even more. She's so, oh my god, like so far she's such like an endearing character. I really like her. I hope she gets everything good in her life. Oh my god, that is baby daughter. She lets her eyes close, picturing tiny specks of light emerging from the velvet darkness behind her lids.
Одна звезда, две звезды, большая медведица. Это большая медведица и малая. Мирный, не думаю, что мы когда-либо были там раньше. Кажется, что я уже знаю, как выглядят звезды оттуда. Как странно. Интересно, если звезды когда-нибудь исчезнут с неба, исчезнут ли они все в один день? А на что похожи их мечты?
She drifts off to sleep. Soon, she finds herself walking through Mirny, holding a sparkling star in her hand. Mirny is the place in the far north where you can see the aurora. She hopes it's as beautiful as it is in her dream. Beautiful? Oh my god, what the Sigma? What was that sound?
Over there! Keep up! What the hell is that?
Damn! Is that a bear? But it's so fast!
How did it get in here? I've never heard of any kind of critter around here that can pass through walls like that.
What the Sigma?
I got it! Over here! Help! Quickly!
Looks around, scratches head. What?
Hey! Hello there!
Am I seeing things, or have I gone snowblind? What the hell was that? What exactly are we chasing here? ... Hello? Hello? Damn it! Our comms are shot. We can't reach anyone. Keep it tight, boys. Stay sharp.
The what? Goodness. I'll be right here.
Pringle! Great. Now back to the salon.
The sound of her pursuers fades into the distance. She must escape the darkness around her and move toward the light. Where there is light, there is life, and other voices.
Лунтик 2 успешно оптимизировал свою платформу для получения снимков и продолжит исследование урана в соответствии с первоначально запланированным планом. Вейдер 1 продолжает свое путешествие к краю Солнечной системы и за ее пределы. Согласно нашим прогнозам, он пройдет мимо Проксима Центавра примерно через 4 месяца.
A hand slips out from under the blanket, fumbling around until it finally finds the radio switch.
The same strange dream again. It's gotten more and more detailed since we arrived in Mirny. I need something to distract myself. Miss Vinsong and Mr. Kozlov made an appointment to meet next week. Until then, I should continue to prepare for a show. Utranyaya is making its debut in Mirny tonight. It's a new beginning.
She peeks her head out just a little, peering past the tent flap. Across from their circus tent stands a small restaurant, and the distant sounds of conversation put her at ease. The streets of Mirny echo with the steady rhythm of patrolling boots. She hasn't seen the aurora yet, but even so, the novelty of it all makes her heart race.
I just need to cheer up and do my best. I guess it's also my debut in Mirny, and first impressions are everything. Maybe Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov will change their minds if I can win over the audience.
She steps out of the tent, ready for her first performance in Mirny. Ow! Flashbang, what the Sigma.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fabulous wild dancer, the youngest acrobat of the Utrinia Circus, Kiperina!
2 apples tall. Oh my god, also is this Voyager? Ah! Oh my god. Right here. Heading toward the light, she sees many creatures making noise. The sounds... okay. But also, I'm kinda starting to get the appeal of Voyarina. I'm like, looks around, smug face. She looks around, smiling in the middle of the noise. Earth is such a lively and beautiful place. Yes, it's beautiful. Huh. Breathe deep. Leap onto the wire. Twist. Raise a hand in salute. And what? And then exhale. The audience erupts into applause. Perfect. A perfect sort for her routine.
Like this.
The doubts buried in her chest begin to stir. On the wire, Kiperina looks back, only to realize there's no one ahead of her nor behind.
Should I move forward or back?
Instinctively, she clenches her fist and follows the cheers with her eyes. From these heights, it's hard to recognize anyone. There are no friendly faces, no family. She's alone on the wire. And that's how it's supposed to be. Just like her dream, a flickering star points the way forward.
Don't stand still too long. They all want you to move on. They all want to see how far you'll go.
She steadies herself to take another step. Move forward. The show is over, the audience gone. Mr. Kozlov packs away the stage props, his voice booming with pride.
Natalia and I were a little worried for you back there, but it seems our worrying was for nothing. The show was even better than we hoped. You did such a good job, Alia. The audience was thrilled. I knew we came to the right place. I'll ask Natalia to prepare us a proper banquet tonight. Something to reward our darling Alia and celebrate your new job at Laplace.
We still don't know about that yet, but I'll try my best.
I know you can do anything once you make up your mind to do it. And now, I must go discuss tonight's food with Natalia.
He walks off, still rambling, with the props in hand. Kiperina looks around. The massive tent now holds just 2 small figures. One is her, and the other is the girl from before. The girl seems lost in the performance. She stares up at the stage, her eyes just as bright as the star that guided her to the other side of the rope.
Perhaps she's taking a break, or waiting for someone.
She knows that... okay, yeah, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it, because, yeah. But you guys heard it back then. Never turns away lingering audience members, but talking to new people has never been her strength. Samesies, girl, samesies. Still, the show reminded her sometimes it's worth taking the step forward, even if you don't know what comes next. She doesn't hesitate this time.
Hello?
Ah! Next one, please. And when we're done with this one, we will pull for Hisabeth. Okay, chat.
Мы верим, что Voyager 1 будет продолжать исследовать галактику дальше и дальше. Путешествие в глубины Вселенной, несущие с собой стремление человечества к исследованиям, вероятно, продлится дольше, чем жизнь на Земле.
The radio catches her new friend's attention in an odd way. She spent the past few days fascinated with the little musical box, until another voice cuts through the broadcast.
What will the weather be like tomorrow? Maybe we can take a longer walk if it's sunny. You haven't seen the diamond mine here in Mirny, have you?
The girl shakes her head, sets the radio aside, and waits for Caprina to speak. The sillies. Yes! Oh my god. I was so looking forward to seeing like how they are together. Because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about them on like Twitter. Not so much on TikTok. But I don't really go on TikTok usually. Like sometimes, but usually I'm more often on Twitter. And I've seen a lot of people talk about them and share fan art about them. So I was really curious. And oh my god, so far they are so, oh my god, shakes them like baby toys. They are so cute. They are, aren't they? I'm hoping we get to see a lot of them on this batch. Caprina kneels down. Now they're eye to eye.
Is anything coming back to you? I asked some people around about you, but no one had any clue. Don't worry. Most of us in the circus were adopted by Mr. Kozlov, so he won't mind if you stay with us. He always gives a hand to those in need. And I'm going to meet an extraordinary lady tomorrow. She knows a lot. Maybe she will know who you are.
I'm in tears, guys. They are, oh, they're so cute. Caprina is used to this kind of blank stare. She's seen it on the faces of children that were lost while they were at the circus. How Mrs. Kozlov had comforted them and kept them entertained until the smiles returned to their faces. Oh my god, I'm about years old. She's just a girl, okay? And I feel like, oh, also I disconnected again. Wait a second. Like, I feel that the same argument was used for Nala back in the day. Like, oh, you guys shouldn't ship Vert Nala because Nala is 100 and so years old. But like, it's very obvious in 2.2 on her like side thingies that she's Succubi have a different maturing rate than humans. So even at her big age, she would be like equivalent to a young girl as well, like just out of her teens, like 18 years old. And so I feel like it's a very disingenuous argument to make for Voyager as well, because I knew that her her first, and that's like, well, she wouldn't really, I don't think she would be using that if she were a grown-ass woman. And I've seen like little tidbits of the story, and she really seems to be portrayed as being a young girl. So we will be supporting the Voyarina agenda here. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care if you guys don't like it. They are very cute. She stands up, steps back, and reaches her hand toward the girl.
Hey, look at this.
Oh, this is so cute. She's trying to cheer her up. A soft glow blooms at her fingertip, warming the tent with its light.
It's my arcane skill. It's not very useful, I know, but don't you think it's pretty?
I'm going to cry, you guys. They're so... Squeezes them like a squishy toy. Tosses them on the wall like a taba squishy.
People say it looks like the stars.
Voyager! A tear falling from my eyes. The tiny light served its purpose. She seems far more at ease now. Oh, I love her arcane skill. Me too. It's really pretty. I heard that her kit is going to be like a impromptu maxing. So I'm going to pull for her because I use Barcarola a lot. I didn't pull for Olaf because I don't give a fuck. But I will be pulling for Kiparina as soon as she's available. So let's pray that I have luck with Hisabeth and with Kiparina.
I could do it again if you like.
Wait, they're so cute. Oh my god. Expect to be bombarded by Voyarina once the stream is over because I will be retweeting a lot of it.
Let's try something. Can you spell your name?
The girl eyes the colorful crooked row of blocks placed in front of her. She doesn't know anything about the writing of this planet, so there's... Bitch! Wait a second. So there's no way to share her name or where she's from. But this creature wants a name to communicate with her. She understands that much. The blocks form a messy, colorful path. A logic forms in her mind. Sabrina searches for something familiar among the colors.
Long journey. Traveler? Sounds like you just picked these birds up from the radio.
Aww. Guys, I'm going to cry. They're so cute. I'm genuinely like misty. I'm getting misty-eyed. They're so cute. Oh my god. I need a moment.
Did you go on a long journey to reach Mirny? How was it that Mr. Kozlov decided on our stage names? Give me a second. Long journey. We could call that a voyage. That would make you, who traveled a long journey, a...
Oh my god, I can't believe this. Was it really like Kiparina who kind of like gave Voyager her like the name she uses in the suitcase? I'm going to fucking cry, guys. They're so precious to me. Oh my god, guys.
Voyager.
They said the thing. Kiparina stretches out her hand and traces the imagined path of the Voyager probe. The girl watches for a moment, then imitates the gesture.
Kiparina.
I'm going to cry. They're so precious. She twists her finger and points to herself.
Voyager. Now that you have a stage name, you are now an official member of the Utranaya Circus.
Great naming skills, Kiparina. You go, girl. Unironically. Oh my god. Like, jokes aside, I think that's really cute. I really like Kiparina. I think, like, actually with... Oh my god. I don't want to reminisce about my Genshin days, but I remember that people really acted like female characters, especially, who's like had a personality trait to be very kind girls. They kind of like treated them as if they were the devil on earth. Like, oh, they're sauceless, they don't have any substance. Like, girl, shut your bitch ass up. You guys are not real girl lovers like me, okay? We like all of them here. Also, oh my god. Okay, Genshin time over. I can't bear thinking back on it. But oh my god, I really like Kiparina. She reminds me a little of Barcarola with like, personality-wise. But, not really in the sense that, as opposed to Barcarola, who wanted to like see the world outside of Cremona, she she's hesitant to step outside of her comfort zone, which is like the circus, from what I've gathered. But like, oh my god, I think they're kind of similar in the sense that they're very kind, very girls who are very willing to accept people and to show them kindness. I think that's like, I really like characters like these. I really, really like characters like these. Voyager spins herself toward the tent's entrance. A moment later, footsteps and a familiar voice arrive together.
Alia, where's that girl? The one who was staring at the animals before? I brought a bunny over.
Wow! Also, oh my god, she's so pretty. She's absolutely so pretty. I'm crying, guys. I love the NPC designs in this game. Also, oh my god, disconnected again.
I suppose I'll be looking after her now. Because you're meeting those Laplace people tomorrow, right? You best, Alia. Now do as Mama Kozlov says. Go have a nice meal at the restaurant in town and then straight to bed early.
Guys, stop talking about food. I'm hungry as fuck.
Mrs. Kozlov, I don't need to.
Hush, just go. I didn't cook anything for you tonight. We've already paid the restaurant.
Voyager's head twists, unsure of where to look between the door and her new friend. But in the end, she chooses the fuzzy rabbit. The Benui. The tent falls quiet again, leaving Kiparina alone, looking helpless.
I'm not just a little kid that you need to take care of. Fine. I'll go. And after that, I will train for another hour. Yes, that's for the best.
That's all. Thanks.
It's the bath again! Hell yeah. She closes the menu and slides it across the counter.
Sorry, it sometimes takes us a while to decide on an order. So, you were saying, you found a strange girl here in Mirny, and then? Hold on. That special device you're holding, did you get it from Winsong?
Yes. Before I came to Mirny, I fell from the vial during a show, and Miss Winsong happened to be there. I don't remember the details, but she said my arcane skill was able to protect me. She helped me draw out the aura from around my body and analyzed how it worked. Though I didn't understand that part at all.
Aura forming and aura analyzing? Hell yeah.
But the name of her theory is still clear in my mind. The study of ley lines. She gave me this device before she left. She said it would make it easier to control my arcane skill. Mr. Kozlov wants me to give it a try again. So I've decided to go see her tomorrow.
Cool. She's a great researcher. The study of ley lines is still highly theoretical. But as we say at Laplace, theory often lays the foundation for practice. If you do decide to join us, I'd be happy to write a reference letter for you.
You're a Laplace researcher?
You didn't already guess? My colleagues often say I dress, you know, like a mad scientist.
You dress like a diva girl. You slayed.
I guess it's that. I never thought I would meet a scientist eating at a little restaurant like this.
Oh, please. I'm sure you're aware that scientists are living things too. We need to eat just like everyone else.
A few little snakes poke out of Hisabeth's hair, nodding along with her laughter. One tilts its head up, letting Kiparina stroke it. Its scales feel smooth and cold.
Looks like you meant it when you said you're good with animals.
Ah.
I spend a lot of time with them at the circus. I even helped raise one of our bear cubs.
Ah, the baby. Kiparina hadn't been in the restaurant long before Hisabeth walked in and sat right beside her. One of the snakes takes the lead in inspecting Kiparina, who greets it kindly in return. That's all it takes for the two to find common ground. Wow, I'm crying.
You haven't answered my question yet. Why do you choose to be an acrobat?
Also, oh my god. Yums. This looks really tasty. But also, oh my god, this looks so cute. She looks 2 or 2.5 apples tall. And I love the expression here on Hisabeth's face. Ah, I love it. I love it.
Don't you find it scary to walk on a wire all the way up in the air? I suppose it is a really cool job, though.
Well, it is cool, I have to admit. But what I really like about being up on the wire is that when you look down, you get to see a view that no one else gets to in their daily life. When I stand on the wire, the audience below look just like stars, and it feels like I'm floating in space with them. Isn't that great? In that moment, I stop worrying about my performance and forget all expectations. I can just be in the moment, shining like a star.
Oh, intriguing. You know, in a way I came all the way out here because I had the same thought. I want to work with the smartest minds in the world, whether humans or arcanists. They're also like the stars in a lot of ways, each one bound to go down in history.
And I'm trying to find out what really exists beyond the limits of the sky.
Do all your siblings share the same feeling? They're such neat little snakes. Oh, it looks like they have fallen asleep.
Wow! I love the little like surprise, like, oh, guys, oh my god, this patch is so peak.
We've always been on the same page when it comes to these things.
This patch is so peak so far. Hisabeth turns her head. Cabrina notices her pupils narrowing a slit.
Your arcane skill is exactly as I expected. It captures photons from the aurora and stores them as latent energy. Then when it's deployed, it appears to form a kind of prismatic plasma barrier.
What?
My honest reaction, like, what does Sigma? What does any of this mean? None of these words are in the Bible, okay?
I'll explain next time. It's complicated. It could take hours to get it into your head. Still, it is most obvious to me that you're exactly the person we want for this opportunity. What do you say? Will you give it a try?
Huh?
An opportunity to reach the stars.
You mean you're the colleague Miss Vinsong mentioned? The one who invited me to Mirny? I should have known. Was this a test? I thought you were a friend I could talk to.
Oh my.
A friend? Superb. That's the best compliment I've received in months. Relax. This wasn't a test at all. We just happened to share the same taste in food. But I do hope you'll consider our offer seriously, in the spirit of the good time we had together.
Are you serious though? You really mean you want me to become an astronaut?
The invitation seems too far-fetched. Even in her wildest dreams, she could never have imagined it.
Exactly.
But Hisabeth's response carries a rare weight, different from her usual casual tone.
Don't rush to a decision. We can wait till tomorrow. In fact, the materials I've been expecting should arrive tomorrow as well. Maybe the delivery guy will bring you a small gift along the way.
You don't have to. Sorry, I didn't prepare any gifts.
Don't be silly. It's just a friendly gesture. I believe you come from the same region, so I'll bet you two will get along quite famously. And he has an interesting nickname too. It was, oh, right. Name day.
Oh my god, that's the guy from 1.9, wasn't it? I feel like he appeared very briefly. And also, oh my god, I'm getting chills. It is time, guys. Also, oh my god, I know I won't know what to do with her at first, but you know, let's see. And nothing. But let's see if we get like anything relevant. Yeah, nothing new. Nothing here as well. Oh, is it name day? Yep.
Oh, hey. We've already met before at the Foundation. I'm not here on a mission at the moment, so relax. But do let me know if you need help with anything.
Okay, thanks. Hisabeth. Yeah. Hisabeth, please. Oh. Guys. Guys. Guys, let's all hold hands, please. Please, are you guys holding my hands? We'll do this together, okay? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Bitch! Oh, alright.
Spinning wheel is meant to turn around, just like fate is bound to happen.
Well, I don't...
In many cases.
I don't dislike 6. I think he's a neat guy, so I'm not too mad. I don't know if he's like... I remember him being really good, meta-wise, back when 1.4 dropped. But yeah, I think I'll build him, and yeah, I'm not too mad about this. Also, 3 name days. Oh my goodness. Again. Let's go gambling. Whatever, I'm just gonna skip. Another name day. What the Sigma? Nothing. Oops. Please, Hisabeth. Please. Oh, it's her this time. Oh my god, this was way quicker than I thought it would be. Also, yay, Hisabeth acquired.
It's a pleasure
And
to
let
meet you,
me-
Miss Burton. I'm certain we'll work well together.
Ask her about the 3 stacks.
Don't be rude. You know, boss, I've got a bit of a sweet tooth.
Okay, I just screenshotted it. And I will post later that we have acquired Hisabeth. Oh my god. Yay! Also, let me just put her here. Her and 6. The goat, Hisabeth. Hell yeah. Also, please do not comment on how my wilderness is a mess. Okay. And now we're ready to keep going. Also, let me check what's on the... Okay, so her thing is here. That's good. Also, what's this? An unexpected encounter. An accident occurred here once, but fortunately, no one was hurt. Surrounded by light but feeling no pain, the screams and footsteps around her are crystal clear. The first footsteps she hears are Kozlov and Natalia's. Their voices are more familiar than her own heartbeat. The clatter of goat hooves belongs to Elijah. Elijah? I don't know, I'm not sure. Still midway through his riding performance. The particularly light, quick footsteps are Thrasios? A habit left from his juggling practice. Everyone stay calm. Hurricanum has protected her very well. A strange voice. Must be an audience member stepping onto the stage. Relax, girl. Try not to think too much. Just tell me, what you see right now? This is unbelievable. I see a star. Shooting star is flying right toward me. The stranger crouches beside her. The light dims just a little. I'm going to use ley lines to dissolve your arcanum. Stay relaxed. Talk to me about anything. What hobbies do you have? Maybe they're not really hobbies, but I like to listen to the radio and weather reports. I also like exploring strange places. To keep from getting lost, I memorize all the unusual looking trees and rocks along the way. That star is so twinkling. That's not normal, right? Don't worry, maybe everything today happened just so you could meet that star. Let's keep talking. Would you like to study ley lines with me? You have a real talent, I'm sure of it. Okay. So that was Windsong and Kiparina. And yeah, darkness all around. What an unforgettable experience. Take it off your face. We have the best stage on Earth, each show as unique as a flake of snow. We bring the most spirited performances in the world. Elijah can turn any animal into the finest steed alive. Fracio's performances will make you laugh until you cry. And Kiparina, our tiny and adorable aerialist, walks on a wire so thin no one can even see it. Ringmaster Kozlov has folded his entire life's reputation into this little tent. From now until next month, the snow world welcomes you. Okay, awesome. What's worse than the journey? The second reason behind the urgent need to improve transport security. Ship models made of bone, delicate painted eggs, rusted parts, and yellowed scraps of draft paper, with pieces hastily thrown together somehow form an unexpected harmony.
Number 136 from near the Colima Mountains. Tells the tale of the Polar Star icebreaker. The crew suffered some kind of mass hysteria. The same thing happened later in the Kola Peninsula.
He labels the notebook, writes down its number, and stores it away.
Our destination is close to the Arctic Circle. With any luck, we should get a great view of the aurora. Name day. Investigator for St. Pavlov Foundation, currently serving for Far East Branch. Why did I join this project? Well, it is a job, and I like to do as I am told. Neva River, Lake Ladoga, Sphere River, then Lake Onega. It takes less time to travel by water. Maybe I can even buy a small gift along the way. What sort of specialties does Mirny have other than diamonds? Oh, maybe I can stop by Petrozabotsk on my way back.
He examines the map, plotting out a workable route.
Looks like I'll have to walk the rest of the way after landing. Oh, Plesesk, a place of boundless snow and not much else.
Fortunately, endless white fields of snow are something with which he has a wealth of experience.
Trying to reach the stars in order to monitor the storm from space, huh? Sounds like a good gig, even if it does mean being stationed at the northernmost frozen tip of the world. Maybe it will go nowhere, but what would it be without a little pioneering spirit?
In legends, a meteor may signal incoming distress or foreshadow good fortune. Like the eternal soul, it all depends on what the viewer chooses to believe. Eternal.
Ленинград находится как раз по другую сторону этого снежного поля. Я позволю этому метеориту указать мне путь.
In the end, he made it to Leningrad.
The Foundation never gives me a break, which I guess makes me equal parts lucky and unlucky.
Vela!
Hold on!
As the door opens, a bundle of energetic fluff appears, orbiting at his teacher's feet as expected.
I heard you were leaving for the north on a new mission. Is that true?
Just for an errand. The Far East branch is short on staff right now, so I'm going all on my own. Miss Winsong should be on a field trip there. Is there anything you'd like me to give her?
Where is it? Is it north of Ryashki? Could I come visit there with Vila?
Children speak more directly, but the mention of a familiar place brings a few seconds of silence.
Well, so long as you finish all your classes and get good grades, I'm certain you'll be able to go anywhere with Miss Vila. As long as it is safe. But things could change. I can't promise anything. Except maybe a little souvenir when I get back. Now, August, do you have anything you want me to give Miss Winsong?
Yes, and Vila does too. I've written lots and lots of things. Comrade Winsong can read them when no one is there to tell her a bedtime story. And this, from my tallest and most spirited sunflower guards.
He fumbles through his coat pocket and pulls out his most prized possession.
You must not water them too much, and they should be placed somewhere under the sun.
Vila passes an envelope over, placing it next to the
I'd like
seats.
this to be delivered to Miss Winsong. She said in the last letter that she had started to teach again, and it was more difficult than she remembered. I wrote a little bit about my own experience teaching. Hope it helps.
Aww, I like this. I love Vila song. They're very cute.
And please, talk to her if you have any ideas. You're so good with kids. Nina, Piotr, and Pasono ask about you all the time, always wondering when you'll visit again.
I didn't ask. I know how busy you are, Mr. Raccoon. And so is Vila. Every day she's either painting something or talking to the white clothes.
With any luck, I'll be free for a while after this mission. I'll come back and do some magic for you kids. What do you say?
He crouches and hooks his finger around the leaf of the wobbling sunflower.
Deal?
A good comrade must always keep his word.
The fuzzy head pops up and down twice, an earnest and sincere nod. The conversation shifts back to the two adults.
Sounds like you've been doing well recently. The Foundation's textbook is an easy read, but I really hadn't expected just how effortlessly you'd be able to make your lesson plans.
Lesson plans are nothing compared to field missions. Just keep this in mind during your errand. Your safety is our first priority here.
Of course. But the good news is I'm quite familiar with this era.
Though in this era, the city hasn't yet reverted to its old name, St. Petersburg. Huh. Talk like this always seems to circle back to that little town swallowed in snow. But now's not the time for that.
Anyway, I'll make sure Miss Winsong receives August's seeds and your letter.
Thanks a lot. I don't want to make our progress here too long-winded. Just take care. Especially since you're going to be all on your own.
Well, I won't exactly be all on my own.
Oh my god, it's Hanjung. Oh my god. I missed him. Also, wait a second. Someone is calling me again. This happens every time. Wait a second. I'll have to mute my mic for a moment, but I'll be back soon. Okay, it was nothing really important, so it's alright. But oh my god, it's Hanjung. I missed him. I think he's such a neat little guy. Hey, okay, so he read it, but I didn't hear it, so we'll have to hear it again.
I've actually got some business lined up in Munich.
Those diamonds of theirs are certain to fetch a tiny profit back in the East Branch.
I like this little guy. I missed him.
I should have never let you out. Can we make a deal? You stay quiet, and I'll get you safely to our destination. Then you can say whatever you've got to say to whoever made the mistake of inviting you here. You know you really, really, really like to talk. I'm beginning to understand why no one else would take this job.
Whoever heard of a merchant who doesn't like to talk? Admit it. You'd be burned to tears if I were not here.
What a Sigma! The chatty salamander stuck under Nameday's coat. Its muttering smothered along with it.
Quiet.
Bandit in Arctic Circle? That's new.
Nearby snowbanks serve perfectly as cover, shielding Nameday from view.
Where is he? I saw someone coming this way.
We can't let him get any further. There's some kind of military base up ahead, and it's heavily guarded. Think how far we've gone. We can't go home empty-handed. That arcane item they've got is probably worth a few sharpadontes, don't you think?
Hey, I'm a living, breathing creature.
You don't need to yell at me. Say it to them if you like.
A branch heavy with snow snaps and is broken into a stick that fits his grip comfortably.
Are you sure?
Anything. I just need you to draw their attention. I am not letting them anywhere near Plesetsk.
This way! I hear something. Keep up!
A dark shape juts out of the snow. The odd appearance of the strange metal vessel draws every eye. Nameday's blade lands right in time, stopping the hand reaching for the vessel. Oh, okay. Let's just...
I'll do whatever I can.
Careful now, gentlemen. You might be biting off more than you can chew. Nice try. That little trick won't earn you a single point in the head, let alone a scare. Enough stalling. Hand over the talking pot. Pot? Are you blind? You're out of your depth here, gentlemen. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, I'm really hungry. Let me get something to eat really quick as soon as this is over. And I'll be back. Okay? Let me just... I'll be back soon, alright? Wait a second. Be right back.
Huh? Wait. You weren't listening, were you? Then let's do this again.
Okay, I said it would be quick. So now I'm back. It was a slice of pizza and some juice. Teehee. Nameday tosses aside his stick and scoops a handful of snow. The robbers' footprints trail away into the distance. If they had one redeeming trait, it was knowing when to cut their losses.
What we waiting for with that knife?
Oh, well, it's more of a collectible than a weapon. But I guess you understand now why they sent me to escort you instead of hiding you in the back of some truck, huh?
I didn't see a single truck headed for places called our origin here. By the way, was that knife thing part of a kin skill? Why don't you just make a gun instead? Times have changed, friend. Blades are out of date. You should give yourself an upgrade and start blasting.
I like this little guy.
Nah, I'd probably be serving with Xeno if I was any good with guns. Have you ever heard of that legendary pilot from Xeno, the Baron Switch? If you were really important, then you would get a guard like that. All that being a noisy little salamander gets you is a guy that can turn trash into knives.
That's nearly the most useless kin skill I've ever heard of. I say nearly, because it's still better than mine. So, I'm not in a position to criticize.
What does your arcane skill do?
The salamander's silhouette flickers, crumbling into a puff of ash, then, in the blink of an eye, reforms itself. Hanjiang asking the real questions. He is, isn't he? Oh my god, he's like he was a relatively unimportant NPC that I really like. I always thought he was really cute. And even in like the little dialogue boxes he had before, I thought it was really funny. Showed a lot of personality. So I'm happy he returned for 2.7.
That's it.
Oh my.
It's certainly something.
The rest of the journey is at last blessedly quiet. Their destination draws near. The outlines of buildings take shape, and someone is already waiting in the snow.
Miss Winsong.
The so-called Cosmodrome isn't nearly as grand as imagined. Surrounded by the vast expanse of white, people and buildings alike feel small.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Plisyetsk.
Also, oh my god, I noticed that my mic settings were a little off. I hope it's better now. I don't know if you guys were able to hear the game very well. But I hope it's better now. Have you heard? Lunch breaks at the Foundation don't come often. Use them well for a little chit-chat. That kid seems to have disappeared. You know where he went? Who? The talkative one, obsessed with Roman myths. Are you describing yourself? Nameday, I'm talking about Nameday. You were closer to him than I was. Why ask me? The only thing I ever talked with him about was those myths. Huh. Our conversations were usually limited to German folklore. He seems to always keep people at a distance. Nonsense, he hated German mythology. Stop projecting. As far as we talked, it seemed like he loved German culture. We talked about it all the time. Two Foundation staff glare at each other in the cafeteria, on the verge of fighting over a man they thought they knew, until a third person sits down between them. You're talking about Nameday? He took 2 months off. I think he's on vacation. That workaholic actually went on vacation? I thought his life was nothing but work and collecting trinkets. Where'd he go? No idea. We only worked together on one mission, but he was a decent guy. Did he ever chat with you about anything else? We talked about folk legends. Roman? German? Gothic. Oh my. He seems like a fun guy. the wilds and the garden. Don't feel guilty. Every flower once struggled just as you do now.
You arrived earlier than expected. Pointer and Hisbeth will be happy to know you got here safely. Oh, FYI, Pointer was the researcher who introduced me to Laplace. You might have met her before, in Rayashki. She's occupied with a few important visitors right now. We'll talk to her later. As for Hisbeth, you can meet her in person and save me the trouble of an introduction.
She pushes open the door. Meanwhile, on the other side of the building, Pointer enters through another door.
Our appointment was set for an hour from now. You're a bit early, sir.
Pointer steps aside, motioning for the people hurrying behind her to go in first. She studies the quiet girl, not finding anything particularly unusual.
There wasn't much work to do today. And Alia always has everything prepared ahead of anything important. It's nothing to worry about.
Please take a seat. Windsong and Hisbeth will join us later. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Thank you, ma'am. Please call me Kiparina. I have something to ask you.
Kiparina is the first to speak, surprising Pointer. She adjusts her expression, adding a hint of warmth to her smile.
That's fine with me, Miss Kiparina. My name is Pointer. So, what would you like to know?
If I take the offer and complete all the required training, what will I get in return? Do you pay in rubli or something equivalent? And I'd also like to know if my family will receive my pay in case anything happens to me.
Pointer looks up and examines the girl once more. She can read the worry in Mr. Kozlov's face, but she still can't quite place the look on hers. Somewhere between courage and fear. Too fine a line for Pointer to draw. Plants and machines crowd the limited space, struggling for a balance somewhere between jungle and office floor. It's warmer here than in the hallway outside. Nameday glances sideways, but Windsong has no intention of speaking.
Hello? Is anyone there? The materials you sent from the Far East branch have arrived safely. Everything you asked for on your list is there, but you should check it over as soon as possible.
He scrounges around for a clear spot on the desk and pulls a metal vessel from his pocket, revealing a little sleeping salamander roused from its slumber by a tap on the head that sends a puff of ash into the air.
Hey, wake up. You're at work.
Hisbeth emerges from behind the machinery and offers a brisk wave to Windsong.
Windsong, back from the mine already? Are you going to throw a welcome party for our new colleagues?
The mine can wait, but I can't. Those materials are top priority.
Now Hisbeth turns her attention to the young man in front of her.
Thanks. You might have heard of me. My name's Hisbeth. You've read our proposal, haven't you? It'd save me a lot of trouble if you had. I'll catch you up with Pointer as soon as she's available.
Nameday finds himself staring at the curious little snake spoken out, swearing he saw one flick its tongue. There's no time to hesitate. He decides to follow proper etiquette. Handshake, then introduction.
Nameday, Foundation Investigator for the Far East branch. Mind if I ask you a question?
Go on, but this is an office, not an interrogation room.
She looks around with an airy glance and, spotting the extra object on the desk, gives the little salamander a second gentle rap on the head.
Why did you ask me to smuggle in this runium?
What?
Don't get me wrong, I didn't report it. It's just... it's odd. You didn't ask for much, just a few pieces. It is a rare resource, I grant you, but I think you could have gotten this amount with no trouble by submitting an application. All you'd need to do is wait for a few weeks. Was it really worth the risk?
Yeah, because we don't have a few weeks to spare.
Saving every bit of time we can is vital. It is as precious as this bag of sunflower seeds from a distant land. You don't find them often in these parts. Here.
She lifts her hand and tosses Hisabeth a small cloth bag.
I've already taken my share. Why not plant some of these in the office? It won't take too much effort. If you're lucky, you'll get to see them turn their heads towards the light bulbs.
Hisabeth pulls out exactly what she was hoping for. Rare arcanum energy tossed carelessly into the air but caught with practiced ease.
Actually, Mr. Nameday, you're the perfect man for this job. You knew what you were smuggling, you had the perfect excuse to come here, and you were kind enough to help. It was quite the effort to track you down, you know? So, how did the trip go? Any trouble?
You bet there was. Though, I'm still not sure what those bandits were after. The runium or a noisy arcane item.
There's a shortage of supplies everywhere nowadays. People take what they can, whether they need it or not. Even if they manage to take the cargo, it would probably just end up in another branch of the Foundation or Laplace. Anyway, you saved us a lot of time and resources.
Just bear in mind, this runium is not something that you can replace, even with Sharpadontis.
Thanks, we'll use it sparingly. Please send my gratitude to Miss Villa. And one more thing. What would you say if I asked you to stay? Don't worry, I won't play the Windsong card. It's only a personal request. We could save a lot of time with our procedural work if we had a Foundation investigator on the team. And it could be a great opportunity to earn a reputation. Imagine the prestige if the project ends up a success.
He swallows his words, not intending to explain his reason for being here. Hisabeth's version works just fine. Easy to understand and not too personal.
Are you making any progress?
As much as we can, but we don't have a single Sharpadonti to our name, and this runium is the sum total of all the supplies we've received recently. They told us we could use all the resources left in Placids, but that amounts to jack all. Thankfully, we still have half a rocket, fuel, and a launch button. Still, to make up for the supply shortage, we need additional manpower. Oh, but there's some good news. We don't have to worry about finding our astronaut. We already have a perfect candidate.
We are in dire need of an astronaut. There isn't enough time for anyone to finish the full training course. No one would be able to acclimate to a zero-gravity environment in such a short time, not to mention the high pressure and heat. But you may be the exception, Miss Kiparina. Your arcane skill may allow us to work a miracle. So, if you take the offer, we'll provide you with a salary and try to get you a permanent position here at Laplace. Hisabeth is already working on it. She has a contact in the Foundation who can help with the procedures.
All right then. I have no more questions.
Pointer notes that, despite their thorough explanation, the girl seems no less worried.
But, just to be clear, I don't think my arcane skill is as useful as you believe. It only makes a little fireworks show.
She's being modest. You know how children are when they receive a compliment, but I tell you, she is more than willing to take your offer. Please give her an opportunity. You'll see how reliable she is. By the way, another little arcanist girl joined our circus recently. Do you think she could stay with you too?
That's not really how this works. Not everyone's arcane skill works in the same manner.
But she would keep Alia company. Please, madam. Alia is still just a child who plays with dolls.
She likes to play and draw.
Mr. Kozlov, stop! I haven't played with dolls in ages. I'm already grown up.
Seeing emotion break through the girl's steady silence at last, Pointer feels she's reached the root of the issue.
We'll take a look at what she can do. Would you be able to bring her here now?
Of course. I'll be right back.
He bolts up and out of the office. In his wake, Cabrina hesitates, shifting in her seat, until at last sitting up straighter. Pointer's smile fades. There is no need for social niceties in what comes next.
All right. We're finally alone. Now how about you tell me what you are actually thinking?
Our biggest issue remains unsolved, but I'm most certain we can resolve it. The entire project is a mixed bag right now, but I'd say more good than bad. If our little sleepyhead in that pod there can provide what we need, our situation should improve dramatically.
She tips the little vessel, giving the salamander a brief experience of zero gravity.
I was dreaming of cutting a tree on the moon. You'd better have a good reason to wake me up. I'm not your lackey. We made the deal, that's all. And I'm freaking tired after that trip.
Yeah, and about that deal, I need something from you, now. This little pod of yours, it's electrically insulated, heat-resistant, and highly durable against arcane energy. In short, the perfect aerospace material. All I need is to send off a bit of material from it. Don't worry, just think of it as dental work.
Wait, you haven't paid for that yet. A deal is a deal.
She needs a moment to think, but eventually lands on a solution. She hooks a tiny badge the size of a fingernail onto the salamander's tail.
Here's your ID card. Just to be clear, this is only for an internship. You'll need to actually work to earn yourself a permanent one. And don't do anything stupid. I vouched for you, and now both our necks are on the line.
Ooh, it does.
Oh my god!
I knew I belong with Laplace. The engineers at the Foundation's 8th branch are way too competitive for my liking.
Also, oh my god, I love his little badge. And also the tippy taps on the rim of the vessel. Oh my god, it's such a polite little fellow.
So, what else you need? I brought some records about gunpowder-fueled flight and a few books on Eastern alchemy. Though, I'm not sure you'll be able to read any of them.
As the little salamander chatters on, she flips over its vessel and inspects it thoroughly before pointing to the square markings on the vessel's base. The others gather close, unable to resist their curiosity.
What does this mean?
Oh, that? You know, I got this part from the Pandaria Antique Market. It's not a genuine antique, but the craftsmanship is quite excellent.
Also, I love how his little icon is upside down. Now that Hisabev tilted him over, I think that's a fun little detail.
These characters here mean microwave safe. Funny enough, microwave ovens were not that popular when I got it.
I'm crying. This is absolutely frying me.
Speaking of Panjiayuan, you can't find a flea market as big or as fun anywhere else. If you're ever looking for antiques and collectibles, it should be your first stop. If you want to go take a look, I might just be nice for once and take you.
Little Salamander notices their eager eyes. At last, a chance to show off its salesman charm. A moment it's determined to seize.
No thanks. Just making sure it doesn't mean danger explosive. I
Oh
already
my.
learned that lesson from another escapade with an arcane invention.
She returns the dagger she'd borrowed, who knows when, and slipped the vial of metal powder into her desk drawer.
Alright, I've collected enough. You were so busy talking you didn't feel a thing, did you? Now back to our visitor in the checkered pattern uniform. Have you made a decision?
After a brief pause, the question Nameday asks switches the conversation to an entirely different track.
What are you going to do with the little astronaut when the project's over?
I'll submit her application to Laplace once she agrees to join us. It'd be great if you could help with her employment procedures.
I mean, when are you going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
Same as always, as soon as she gets a permanent position with Laplace.
Nameday glances at Wensong, thinking she might chime in, offer an explanation at least, but she only nods. That's just how it is. The little astronaut, whom they've never even met, will have to learn it too. That pale dome and those cold steel buildings can't protect everyone. Soon, the rain will wash away all that's familiar to them, again and again.
All right. Then I'll stay.
You mean you really want to stay with the circus?
Kiprina doesn't have a straight answer.
I meant that I'm willing to do whatever you need. But I don't think I want to do this permanently. Since you say that you need my arcane skill for this project, I'm happy to help. Though I don't really know if I can.
I think you know why Mr. Kozlov brought you all this way. When was the last time you had a proper meal?
Well, we usually have stews. And sometimes Mr. Kozlov will find us some canned food if we're lucky.
Her rebuttal is soft and utterly unconvincing.
And you still want to spend the rest of your life in that circus?
A knock breaks the silence. Kiprina uses the moment to lift her head. By the time she sits back down again, the light that had flickered in her eyes is gone.
This is her, the girl I talked about. She doesn't speak much, but I feel that she has a good character.
The girl casts a sweeping look across the room, pausing briefly on Pointer.
Don't be shy. You can sit next to Alia. What were you talking about? I hope our Alia didn't cause any trouble, madam.
He steps into the room, noticing immediately that Kiprina's fixated on the parcel in his hands. It's filled with things he and Natalia packed, things they thought the girls might need.
Mr. Kozlov, will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Oh my god, things are getting tense, guys. I'm getting sweaty in anticipation. When we move forward, an expensive group photo, usually found in a weathered oak frame.
Will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Hisabeth pushes the door open just in time to catch the scene. She lingers nearby, curious, watching the girl receive her answer.
We can talk about that in the future. Of course, we will keep in touch. You and Voyager can pay us a visit whenever you like. The girl's called Voyager, madam. She's clever, quiet, doesn't eat much. You will take her in too, won't you?
Pointer doesn't object. She runs a brief analysis and concludes that the company of a peer could help ease the pressures of Kiprina's training. After listening carefully, Mr. Kozlov pets Kiprina's shoulder.
I always hoped you would settle down and live a comfortable life. Promise me you'll do your best, Alia.
Yes, Mr. Kozlov.
Oh, you've finally reached an agreement. Cool. Looks like I won't have to do any more explaining. If you're saying goodbye soon, maybe you ought to consider bringing her a parting gift. She looks like she could use one.
Yeah, something to remind her of home.
Nameday picks up the thread without missing a beat. Winsong steps forward just in time, joining Kiprina's side, and Hisabeth trails off.
Or maybe you can offer a few words of encouragement? What do you say?
Mr. Kozlov spies Kiprina rubbing the device in her hands with her pinky, the one Winsong had lent her earlier. He knows her well enough to understand the meaning. Nervous. He has no idea about the device's exact value, but he's certain it's not something you'd easily find in the circus.
Right, a gift. I'll need some time to prepare it. Let's make a deal, shall we? You'll get your gift next time you pay a visit to the Utranyea. That way, you'll keep us in mind and come home again one day. I was worried you might not want to travel such a long way for us.
I feel, Mr. Kozlov. I'll find my way back to Utranyaya even if you've moved to the other end of the world.
She struggles to lift the parcel Mr. Kozlov gave her. Namedate quickly steps in to assist her in placing it on the table. Time flies. The thought pops into Mr. Kozlov's head, but what he says out loud has nothing to do with it.
That's my girl. Remember what I said? Do the best that you can, and have no regrets. Natalia and I don't have to worry about you, do we?
No. I'll give my best performance here, like I always did with Utranyaya.
Almost like she's trying to convince herself, she nods twice in a row and makes a solemn promise in her most serious tone. A question rises up in her, just below the surface. How can she be sure? She chooses not to ask. Nervous, guys. I'm nervous. Also, no! I don't wanna... Oops. I don't wanna use my beast team. Because it's kind of booty cheeks. You seriously think some no-name circus performer can pull off something this important? I know they have their reasons to doubt, but like it or not, this is my job now.
The light that illuminates all.
I should stop dwelling on what they said. The only thing that matters now is living up to the trust and expectations others have placed on me.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Scared, guys. I'm nervous.
How do you feel? Intense nausea is common for the first few months of Zero-G training.
I think I'm fine. You're very kind to ask, ma'am.
Her first training session was rough and more than a little messy, causing her to throw up. Peter helped her to the infirmary. Once she could breathe again, she stammered out a request, just like the one she made today.
I'm ready for more.
You're at this again? Elizabeth already checked your vitals and arcane skill test reports. Her conclusion was clear. You need to rest and recover before we begin again. If you push yourself too hard and become too sick to perform the mission, that won't help us either.
But I can do more. All I need is a bit more training. I need to perform flawlessly.
We don't need flawless. Not at the cost of your health. We need satisfies all requirements, nothing more.
She adjusts her tone, searching her mind for something that might qualify as comfort or encouragement.
You're already doing better than we anticipated.
She fears the words come out too flat, but Caprina shakes her head sincerely.
Thank you. But I still haven't memorized the flight procedures, and I'm still struggling with my arcane skill. Maybe I can ask Miss Vinsong to give me another ley lines lesson. That's not pushing myself, is it?
That's acceptable. But you will ensure you get a minimum of 8 hours of sleep every day.
Pointer gives in. She too had once been hell-bent on proving herself.
And promise me you'll eat well and never skip meals.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Hisabeth said there would be a team-building dinner tonight. I'll attend it and train for another half an hour after we come back.
No, that's not what I meant.
There are few tasks more difficult than instructing a child who is too mature for her own good.
Anyway, go change. We'll go together.
Of all the restaurants in Mirny, this one does the best business, thanks in no small part to Hisabeth. With all those mouths to feed, food has always been a vital part of her lifestyle, one that she is only too eager to share with her team. Plus, the tables here are big enough for everyone in their group to have a seat.
We sat here when we first met, no?
I think so. This table seems a bit too small now.
Well, there's strength in numbers.
Yet everything now depends on our brave astronaut. How's your arcane skill training?
Not bad, I guess. Miss Vinsong is a wise teacher.
I'm glad I've learned something from my experience with Vila. I hope you'll get to know her one day.
You'll have plenty of time to make friends once you return from your mission.
Looking forward to it. But first I have to go back to the circus. I think Mr. Kozlov will have my gift prepared by then. I'm sure he will. Though he didn't come to see me and Voyager this week.
He has a whole circus to run, and you're busy with training. It's hard to find a good time when you are both free. And perhaps he didn't want to make you homesick, but I'm sure he misses you a lot. Mirny isn't far from here. You should go back and visit sometime. No one will blame you if you take a break for a few hours.
I am able to drive you to town, if you need. Just submit your schedule 2 days in advance. I will set some time aside for a short trip.
Thank you. But I think it will have to wait until the project's over. Mr. Kozlov said I would always be able to visit him in the future. Besides, he needs time to prepare the gift.
Not everyone is interested in the still distant future. Kiprina's friend, at least, is more focused on what's right in front of her. She taps the edge of the small vessel, smiling at the crisp metallic sound it makes.
Don't do that. The echo from that sound makes me dizzy.
Also, oh my god! Hanjiang looks so cute here. Aww. She pulls her hand back and watches until confirming the little creature is friendly. Then she reaches out again, trying to figure out how to get along with it.
Voyager? Don't get distracted. They've almost finished the food.
Nameday swaps the food around the table, pushing 2 still food plates to the middle. Cold scales press against Kiprina's wrist.
Feel like a drink? Here, we've got some hot milk or warm apple cider. Pick one.
Dragging a cup behind it, the snake leaves splotches of spilled drink all across the table.
Milk will be fine. Thank you.
Kiprina passes another cup to Voyager. She mimics the others by lifting the cup, first in both hands and then just one.
Let's have a toast, friends, to our new team. Though no one knows for sure whether our project will succeed or is doomed to fail catastrophically, together we're working towards the future. Cheers!
A friendly signal, a quiet promise of unity. A turning point in any story or relationship, from a stranger to a colleague, and eventually friend, comrade/comrade.
Having said that, the odds are in our favor. Even though Laplace is no longer in its prime, it still has the best technology and the finest scientists.
The finest scientists? You mean us? I couldn't agree more. I've always believed that perseverance is the most basic fundamental quality that any researcher should possess.
Perseverance. There's only one thing that I think we should persevere with. Our efforts to return to the future.
Didn't know you Laplace researchers missed the good old days so much.
Laugh if you want, but you can't deny that our era was better than this one.
Kiprina keens her ears in, trying to catch each word. The room is warm, and the conversation at their table easy and relaxed. The question she's been keeping down finally bubbles out of her mouth.
What was the future like? I've read through the manual for temporary employees. The data we're going to collect may help people get back the things that they lost, right? From the futures that you've been to. What's Leningrad like in 1999? Were there any circus shows in your era? Does that mean everything was better than it is now? I have trouble imagining it. Were there sweets for everyone and stores that never ran out of food?
I'm going to kill myself.
Things were much better then. Well, except for the study of ley lines. It was still struggling as a scientific pursuit, especially when it came to attracting new students. Though even now, its only student seems to lack much interest in it.
That's not true. Sorry. I'm just having difficulty focusing on it with all the other demands on my time.
It's okay. Miss Winsong was only making a joke, at the expense of her very overworked student. It's true, things were nicer in the future. I do miss the sweets, and that the shops were never empty.
Every witness seems to offer her the same promise. It's worth it. Life should move forward, not stay stuck in the past.
Amazing. I'm sure we'll make it back one day.
This time, she raises her cup first, to the brightest future. Okay, yeah, it's peak. It's peak so far. Also, what's this? The spread of enigmification. The pale green characters pulse with emotion. Making sense of what they're saying is going to take all of your cunning. Okay. Just had a 2-year-old project cancelled. Soon, I too will be able to hide out in my room all day playing Sudoku. Not sad about this at all. Also, why are they on 4chan? I wouldn't start celebrating just yet. It looks like you're about to lose your vacation time since there's a shortage of staff everywhere. What are they gonna do? It's not like a simple number theory major like me can contribute to rebuilding in the wake of the storm. Nothing's going to stop me from going on vacation. Nothing. Would you look at that? The enigmification is spreading nicely. Good. At this rate, I'll have the entire Laplace break room all to myself. As more people start slacking off, supplies will be cut too. You might get to hog all the daily meals from all of Laplace, but that's probably the best you'll do. You know, it'd be really hilarious if a bunch of random numbers and formulas turned out to be the key to defeating the storm, and you got roped into non-stop 24/7 work trying to crack it, with Madame Lucy interrogating you 3 times a day about your progress. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I need a nap just at the thought of that. Oh, and as part of the humanitarian gesture, I'll make sure your voice gets added to the machine too. Well, isn't that something? There are still poor souls who didn't get a vacation even at a time like this, who have all these non-essential projects getting cut. There's plenty, like John from the medical team, John from the mechanical engineering group, and John from material science. Basically, every non-theoretical department is pulling all-nighters to rebuild Laplace under Madame Lucy's brand of ruthless pragmatism. It really makes you wonder if the storm was part of a conspiracy by the Johns to steal funding from the rest of the teams and justify their overtime pay. Coincidence? I think not. What the Sigma? You know what? Sure. To former strangers about the perfect moment to speak in defense of me. Huh. Ooh, 3 months before the storm.
3, 2, 1, cut. And just so we're clear, everything went well as usual. The video in this disc, to put it simply, is too much for anyone
Oh
to handle.
my.
Guess what it's used for? Go on, give me the most ridiculous answer you can think of. A little tip. Think like a modern person. The development of technology allows us to save a lot of things as digital data nowadays. Yes, it's a last record. A video is much more convenient than sitting down with a pen.
She places the data card on the table. It immediately draws in all eyes.
Data secured. Pointer, do you want me to add your part to the video now? Or maybe later?
Preferably never. This whole lost record thing is your passion. Besides, I know nothing about material sciences.
But you spent so much time transcoding the incantation. You simply must show up in my video. Please, I insist. We're a team. We shouldn't miss anyone's perspective, no?
Yes.
Even for her, long hours can wear things down. There's a trace of fatigue in her otherwise calm reply, a lag in her response.
Super. Then let's take a look at our work so far and learn from our mistakes. Well, my mistakes. Pointer and I had been working on the teleport disc at the Placid's Cosmodrome. More specifically, our interim mission was to determine how to transport supplies to space stations and spacecraft using teleport incantations. The ultimate goal being to achieve stable, safe, and long-distance teleportation to outer space viable for living organisms. The project had been going smoothly until we received some bad news. Due to a policy change at Laplace, most projects in Placids were being suspended. Fortunately, the bad news was followed by a small amount of good. Madame Lucy said if we could send a monitor to space to collect data when the storm arrived, we'd be allowed to continue with our project. It was a vital opportunity to make our contribution to deciphering the storm. There were only 3 major issues to solve: manpower, energy supply, and determination. As you can see, the first 2 issues have been solved by our new members. Thank you all for your help.
Oh my god, this little guy.
Especially our brave little astronaut. The plan is now simple. She'll fly into space, reach the required altitude, launch the monitor, and zero in on the correct coordinates. And then she'll contact ground control to come home. Her arcane skill will protect her from any possible danger caused by pressure or heat in the vacuum of space. Then finally, she will activate the teleport disc, and we will activate our receiver on the ground. Ta-da! Everyone will arrive in Laplace's Arctic branch safe and sound to acclaim and accolades from all around the scientific world. Well, that's a simple framework of the plan. But we still have tons of minor problems to tackle first. Our top priority is improving the long-distance positioning accuracy of the teleport disc. We've already begun testing our latest prototypes, though the last test didn't end well. We're still searching for the cause of that particular catastrophic error, but we won't let it stop us. This was no more than an inevitable roadblock. A small accident on the way to technological progress.
Elizabeth, if we are going to have any chance of learning from our mistakes, we can't run away from our problems.
All right. That last test was a week ago. Same as the last time. Though we've made some improvements, we still need an intelligent creature to run the test. And I guess it'll be me again.
Are you sure? Considering the danger and your value to the project, I think you ought to let me.
How can I ask anyone to try my invention if I wouldn't use it myself? Now, what are you waiting for? Get to the safe zone. Oh, and remember to secure the blast door.
Miss Kipperina asked about the test yesterday as she was feeding the fish. She said she's been able to control her power more now. You'd be much safer with her help. We're a team, right? We sink or swim together.
As the clock strikes the hour, a small figure peeks in through the door.
My training just finished. I hope I'm not late, Miss Elizabeth.
Well, we did have a pretty bad accident, but thanks to Kiparina's arcane skill, no one was too badly hurt. Winsong is one cool teacher, and that girl's a phenomenal student. The margin of error remained high, a significant problem for sure. But we'd learned our lesson after spending all that time recovering in the ward. That is, that we should prepare for the worst, so that those who survive will know what to do with, our legacy.
Oh my.
Our last record matters, my friend.
Too, I don't think that's what Pointer meant when she told us to learn from our mistakes.
Before Elizabeth can pinch its mouth shut, the little snake ducks back into her hair.
Again, I emphasize that safety must come first in the lab. It is my first and most important protocol. Winsong and I left for all of 10 minutes, and by the time we got back, each and every one of you ended up on death's door.
Oh my.
And now I find out you've even petitioned for a postponed evacuation. This is getting ridiculous.
You know how tight the schedule is now that the storm emergency plan has been activated, don't you? The silver lining is that now we know that we have exactly 3 months. We can still optimize the procedure and improve the disk and...
Enough, Sylvie!
Oh my. Pointer cuts her off. Her tone is serious.
Oh, come on, friends. Can we just calm down and discuss our schedule over dinner? I believe Miss Pointer was only trying to suggest a better plan.
I am. I suggest we stop all work on this project immediately.
The young man is caught off balance, unable to find the words to ease the tension in the room.
What? Why? The situation really isn't that dire.
Miss Elizabeth is right. We shouldn't be discouraged over one accident, Miss Pointer. The damage wasn't too severe.
Only 3 months left, yet our latest achievement was a total catastrophe. I know what you're all thinking. That the odds are still good, and it's more or less safe to continue. But all that is a weighted gamble. Nothing matters more than your lives.
She knows this all too well. This is not her first time making bold gambles.
Pointer, what do you think the odds are, really?
Without diving into the calculations, it's around a 70% chance in theory. But my logic is screaming something else in my ear.
You don't have to take that risk, Pointer.
I know what I'm doing. Nothing's guaranteed in the world of science.
She closes her eyes, interrupting the playthrough of her memories.
The risk is too high. I can't allow it.
But it's like we always say, there's nothing guaranteed in the world of science. You never know before you take that fateful step.
Such a firm, matter-of-fact statement. It sounds exactly like something the old Pointer might have said.
My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. You could even...
The storm. Pointer scans the room. None of them have known failure. Not yet. They shouldn't have to.
You've seen how things... places... people just disappear in the storm. You need to stop this insanity before that happens to us. Don't you understand?
I really don't. Why should we stop?
She thinks for a moment. Then, a spark of inspiration flashes across her face.
No, you're right. We shouldn't pretend as if it's normal to risk our lives for this. At the end of the day, if we die, our research dies with us. But if something were to happen to the team, you would be the one to survive. That's why I want you to keep our records, to take down everything in case the worst happens. Here.
Pointer looks down at the data card. Machines are only capable of faithfully recording and replaying data. They can interpret meaning. They certainly cannot understand the reckless choices of human beings. Those who come after might skim through the logs and learn how the team met, chose, collaborated, and parted ways. But what about everything outside the frame? The temperature of the lab, the taste of a restaurant's signature dish, the hesitation she feels right now. No device can preserve those details, only memory can. Some need to move forward, others need to stay behind. She doesn't look up and never reaches for the disc. She's made up her mind.
I won't take it. And I won't submit this petition for you. I can't stand by and let you kill yourselves. I'm done. I quit.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Next one is the last one for today. But oh my god, I'm very excited to see the rest. Oops. Beast and plant. Alright. Jessica as well. Also, oh no, Caparina is star. I have more than enough star arcanists. Miss Caprina, your coordination training is about to commence. Perform the designated actions according to the guidance. Your performance will be evaluated accordingly. Close your eyes and try using your arcane skill to hit the robot, this robot here. Don't worry, they were built for exactly this purpose.
I'll be right here. Feel my dark embrace. Please, allow me.
Stay calm. It was only a slight error, nothing more.
I suppose you're surprised. Be serious. Stay focused. Stay back, I say. Let me help. No use in avoiding it.
Proceed as before, but now focus your attention on this distinct unit.
The word is a fragment of truth. Say hello. I will be watching you. Go!
Next time, I should be able to do a bit better. That's right, you did well. I'll make sure Miss Winsong hears of the good news.
Come on, stand up. There's one around.
A freezing rain. How could you possibly expect warm rain to fall inside a greenhouse?
The name is Pointer, researcher in the LSCC Plesetsk branch. The reason I joined, the same reason I quit. Nothing matters more than people's lives. All the research I've done has been for one purpose, to make people's lives better.
Pointer, there you are. How's everything going?
Winsong doesn't mind her quitting. Whenever she runs into Pointer at the branch office, she always stops for a few words, often with updates on the aerospace team.
I heard you're busy with the evacuation. Seems many stores in Mirny have already closed up.
As soon as I finish the handover here, I'm heading back into town to help with packing, coordinating, and explaining the situation to the locals. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old. You know, Hisabeth said that exact thing when I asked about the team's progress yesterday. They seem to be doing all right.
Good.
Winsong takes a small bag out from her coat, nudging the conversation in a lighter
by
direction.
the way, I've got some seeds left. Do you want to take them off my hands?
Do I look like a gardener to you?
Well, it's just that I heard from a few people here in Mirny that a Laplace researcher was giving out sunflower seeds. And it wasn't me, so I've been wondering just who it could have been. Don't you want some? Seriously, everyone loves them.
On the day Pointer left the Placid's Cosmodrome, she handed out these seeds to everyone she passed. What was she thinking? Maybe she just wanted to break our ties to stop herself from turning back. She keeps this bag, saving it for the right moment.
Thanks. So, who ended up signing the application?
Hisabeth will, when she goes to collect the monitor and report our research to Ludwig. She says it's more likely to get approval that way.
They don't know when to stop, do they?
They don't know the meaning.
Stop. If the fish get startled, then they won't eat anything.
I see, Miss Hisabeth.
She sprinkles the fish food carefully over the water's surface, hoping these fragile little creatures might cling to some instinct to survive.
I finished the full inventory check. There's more runium left than we thought. Now, where should I put these useless old files? I was thinking we could use them for draft paper.
Maybe you can turn them into a knife or something. A knife would be more useful at this point. You know, to cut fruit or whatever.
Actually, that card there on the table would work better for that.
Why's that?
It's all about the material. Metal makes a better edge than paper. Never quite understood why you made them like that.
Oh, I was testing out a new alloy. I used it to make Windsongs and Pointers cards. It gets harder and sharper when heated. Give it a rub with your hands and you can use it as a letter opener.
Their words trail off. They've been trying not to bring up Pointer's departure, to pretend like everything is still just as it was.
The ritual still isn't stable enough. We need a specific location or area to set as a destination in advance. But first, we need a way to pinpoint a recognizable area. The formula should be...
Miss Winsong sent me a message. She said, don't forget to collect the monitor.
Oh, she sent it to you too? Tell her I said thanks. No, that number doesn't look right.
I tried my best, but those arcane minerals you were asking for are scarce as all hell. I haven't been able to find a single supplier.
Then we'll carry on without them. That's it. Nope, wrong again. Pointer was the master of numbers. With that brain of hers, she'd have had this over and done by now.
A sound from the corner of the room draws her attention. Voyager is stacking pieces of mineral shards into a wobbly tower. In the lamplight, the peak sparkles, strangely mesmerizing.
Careful, don't hurt yourself. They're more powerful than they seem.
Voyager nods with a vague but accepting gesture, and Hisabeth turns back, ready to refocus on the data. But the fragile silence is broken, and other words spill out.
Miss Hisabeth.
The little would-be astronaut walks over and stands beside Hisabeth. It's rare for her to approach so closely.
I have a question for you. Sorry if it's not a good time, but it's important to me. And it's something I hope you'll answer honestly.
Startled by the coming topic, Nameday broke the fish tank accidentally. What? He scrambles to scoop up the spilling fish from the floor.
Sorry, ladies, please ignore me. I'm not here, and I didn't hear a thing.
Но если я заплачу, мисс Киперина, умная молодая девушка, неудивительно, что она быстро во всем разобралась. Вы согласны?
Hisabeth looks down at her. The upturned face is young, but so very determined.
So, what's your question?
Miss Pointer said something before she left. About places and people disappearing into the storm. It's hard to believe that she would ever give up on our mission. Unless she knew the price of failing was truly horrible. Then the storm can't just be some normal kind of natural disaster. This storm will destroy everything. want it.
She doesn't even know how long that question has sat in the pit of her chest. In her glass marble eyes, Hisabeth sees a brightness welling up. She doesn't know how to respond, but silence can be an answer too, and the girl understands.
All the people we know, all the bears, birds, these fish, everything. The lost future that you talk about. Was it the first to disappear? Or are there more that have been lost? Will the same thing happen to our time? Things are much worse than you let on. What else has changed in the future?
The light in her eyes never fades. Not completely. Caprina has long understood that tears won't change anything.
Many things changed. Some things won't last nearly as long as people think they will. For you, the world might seem to have turned upside down, but life will go on.
Pointer is gone. Winsong has her own geological surveys. Now everyone that's left seems to be looking to Hisabeth for answers. She tries to choose her words deliberately, but she has hardly ever been comforted, so she doesn't know how to comfort others.
So, now that you know what's at stake, are you ready to officially join Laplace? I'm afraid there is still a great deal I cannot tell you until then. Many of the answers you're seeking are classified, for employees only.
Pardon me, Miss Hisabeth. But given the danger of the mission we are expecting Kiparina to perform, I think she has the right to know what the storm really is.
I understand that you don't want to go against Laplace's rules. But I'll bet there aren't any rules against me figuring it out. And you simply nodding. Am I right?
Huh, clever. Hisabeth nods, so Kiparina goes on.
I won't get to see Mr. Kozlov or get that gift in the future. So, if I join Laplace, I won't see anyone from Utranyaya ever again.
She hesitates, but at last nods again.
The choice is yours. I won't force you to do anything. Remember the day we first met in the restaurant? I said I would write you a recommendation. I was serious. I still am. In fact, it's already done. Winsong has signed on to it too. And our Foundation friend behind you is prepared to offer another guarantee, just in case. We will make a recommendation for your friend Voyager as well, but that's all we can do. I'm afraid we can't protect everyone, nor can we make this decision for you. Do you want to keep going?
The question isn't just for Kiparina. If they recovered the data, if that data is any good, maybe someday no one will have to worry about the storm ever again. But what if they put their lives in jeopardy and gain nothing from it?
If you don't, you'll be allowed to return and accept what's to come. But if you join us, there is a chance to change things.
That is her answer. The only answer she needs to keep going. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the halfway point. And that means we will be stopping here for today. And we will keep going this Friday as per the schedule. So yeah guys, what do we think? As of now, what do we think about this? I'm really like, oh my god, I'm shaking in my boots. This is quite peak, as I've been told. And I look forward to seeing the rest of the story. But oh my god, I feel so bad for Kiparina. Like, she initially she joined because she wanted to help her family, but like imagine you go do something to help your family and then you find out like, yeah guys, after this there isn't going to be a family for you to come back to, so what now? Yeah, that's really unfortunate actually, and I feel really bad for her, but well, we'll see. Let's have hope in our hearts, okay? Please. And yeah, we will finish this this Friday, hopefully, if nothing bad happens. Because, you know, I think you guys should know I'm quite prone to getting sick all of a sudden. I'm not sure why that is, but I hope that I won't be getting sick or getting like any emergency schoolwork. Schoolwork? Is that how you call it? I don't know, coursework. But yeah, if anything goes according to plan, we should finish this patch event story this week still, and we could proceed to Hisabeth's character story, because I'm looking forward to seeing that as well, because I really like her. I will work on building her for next time. And yeah, I think that's basically it for today. I'll see you guys next time, this Friday. And I hope you guys have a great week until we see each other again. Bye.